Welcome to Constructed Chaos, where we run our D&D live streams every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time, and not a minute later. We are just a little bit late today because my house almost burnt down. If you want the full story, join our Discord. I'm gonna milk this for all it's worth. I'll give you all the juicy details there. The link is in the description below. And Grim Reaper and Dutton are both in the chat right now. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships, both of you, and welcome all of our friends to the Chaos crew. I will add your Chaos points shortly because things are going to be active tonight. You may very well need to save us a couple of times. I'm not DMing, so I don't exactly know how sideways things are going to go. But what I do know is that you guys are going to want to check out our friends over at Tabletop Beard. They are sponsoring yet another stream. And tonight we're checking out the Paladin Oil, which smells like barbershop and amber. It is guaranteed to ward off undead enemies. If you wear this stuff, you will curry divine favor with whatever deity sees fit to grant you smites, dealing 2d8 extra damage on all of your melee weapon attacks.
Nice.
And further making the cleric's divine energy turning undead thing more obsolete.
Yeah.
Also, get it quick before they turn it into a spell next version.
Yeah, exactly. Get it quick before this oil isn't as good. No, Tabletop Beard is amazing. They're really great friends of mine, and we've got some amazing stuff planned with them down the pipe. I won't spoil any secrets just yet, but if you're wanting to pick up some of this stuff for yourself and try it out, you can use code CHAOS20 at their website down below in the description for 20% off. Sorry, I'm running out of breath because I'm like so panicked about almost dying in a fiery blaze. Dravian, thank you also for your 5 gifted memberships. You guys always know how to start a party off right, how to make a girl feel appreciated. Thank you. I really enjoy having you guys along for the ride, much less having everyone else joining in now. We have so many people here. So many people. I can't wait to get this thing started. Before we do also check out our friends over at Darkeport. I think I'm pointing. Yeah, I'm pointing at the right spot. I'm in a different seat today. They run a fantastic high-stakes D&D stream over on their channel on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time, and their DM Angel likes to party with us every once in a while. So,
miss you, Angel.
Go ahead and check them out. I think Angel's even in the chat right now. Hey buddy. And I think that's just about everything. So I guess it's time to roll that beautiful bean footage. Morgan's not here. I get to say it myself. Imsford's armies march east, vengeance blazing in every sun-touched eye. News of King Tiluith's assassination spread like wildfire, mirroring the inferno that consumed the regent's body. Grief turned to fury, forged into a spear aimed at their enemy, Benara. Retribution seemed swift, but an odd cunning shift in strategy by the royal vizier called for a siege instead of a direct assault. A dark cloud with a golden lining now engulfs the desert, devouring resources in its path. Yet as a weaver of Benara, you perceive the sinister dark threads woven within. The moment to fulfill your oath has come. Welcome back, everyone. You can see it. Everyone is here.
We're here.
So, Brett, I'll hand things off to you, but I do have to say, Tamara Shake, welcome in. First live. Good to see you.
Hey. Well,
hope we don't all die.
Hope we don't all die.
We'll see. Make no promises on that, guys. Welcome, everybody. Thank y'all for joining us tonight and for our new spin-off campaign, Needles and Threads. Tonight is going to be a complementary campaign arc to our primary campaign. We're going to dive into a little bit deeper into a faction that we have seen before, but we do have some old faces and some new faces tonight, and we'll have also other characters joining us as we go. One thing I want to bring up with the chat at home is that we will be implementing a couple of new features. One thing for this campaign that's going to be focused on a very sneaky, clandestine type of campaign is going to be what we're going to call a threat level. So we will have
Threat level midnight.
Yes, exactly. That might actually be a threat level I'll add later.
Oh no!
But right now you will have 4 threat levels, and your threat levels will go 1 through 4, and things will happen as the threat increases and people become more aware of your presence around them. So as we begin, I need everybody to put your blindfold on.
Oh boy.
Mine's in the other room. Don't hate me.
Now, if you'll go to the link in the description.
It's
ladies
nap
and gentlemen.
time, everyone.
Yeah, it's
Also,
Other
for
website.
everybody at home. You can close your eyes if you want.
I have to like hold the mic to make sure that I'm talking into it.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
I'm afraid to let go of the mic, otherwise I'll forget where it is.
Yeah.
I've already forgotten it.
It's okay. I don't think you can really do too much damage.
Do you guys keep your eyes closed when you have a blindfold
You know,
on? Or
I
do
was
you-
just about to say yes. I do. I feel like my eyes would hurt if they weren't.
Okay, now that everybody is blindfolded,
Get out of the room.
But don't take your blindfold off.
now that everybody is blindfolded, we take you into a dark place, somewhere in Banara, where there is a great monastery on top of a mountain. You've been here for a while. You're used to the dry air, but you have been led somewhere deep within the temple, and blindfolded, you're led to a small antechamber and sat on a very hard bench. Familiar with the darkness, you reach out with your other senses and feel the presence of your fellow initiates. Shortly after, you follow the procession into a much larger chamber. Judging from the echoes bouncing off the distant walls, still in darkness, you are placed kneeling on soft ground, and a powerful presence emanating from the other side of the chamber ripples across your skin. An angelic voice rings in your ears like sweet music, and its harmonizing tone raises goosebumps across your skin. As the moth flaps its wings and lands gently on a branch, she begins her task and deposits her eggs, one by one, sacrificing all that she has left to give to provide them with the best chance of survival. In the warmth of that light, those eggs grow, and soon the larva emerges. Vulnerable but pliable, they learn and grow. When the time comes, they too will spin their own cocoon, meticulously arranging one thread at a time, and be transformed for their glorious purpose. Their former prisons were not wasted, but prized and collected. Carefully those threads are weaved into the tapestry of life. Just as you were once as small as an egg, you too have grown and flourished in the warmth of the light. Just as the grub selflessly entombs itself in darkness, you too have sacrificed to undergo your metamorphosis. And just as the weaver of the loom removes imperfections with a flick of her blade, you too shall remove these errant threads from the world. You are my chosen. You are my weavers. One by one, your blindfolds unravel from your face, falling gently around your shoulders. You can take your blindfolds off. Your eyes adjust In this cavernous chamber, shrouded in darkness, a majestic loom stands tall on the ascended dais, tirelessly weaving an immense tapestry. This loom, an ancient artifact, draws thousands of threads from every corner of the chamber. These threads are gifts from an army of moths, each meticulously spinning its cocoon. Besides the loom stands a celestial deva, her presence awe-inspiring. With bright white eyes and a white bob haircut, she is a vision of celestial beauty in her angelic robes. The only light in this vast chamber comes from the phosphorescent dust falling gently from the moss, casting a soft, enchanting glow over the entire scene, highlighting the divine work she is performing. The threads of your blindfolds begin to intercept of their own accord, forming into a protective scarf that wraps your neck. The frayed ends each giving way to countless small delicate needles. The needles sway and produce a comforting cord as each of you take your turn, stand. Sam?
Introduce ourselves.
Sam, introduce your character.
Yeah. So you see, actually, not really much difference between kneeling and standing, as this small, owlin rises and, whoo-hoo! Oh, I'm Tishnan. It's a pleasure to be working with all of you. I'm excited to serve our the great loom and everyone here, as this owlin wearing mithril plate. And similarly, to kind of match the scarf with its needles that are hanging, the clothes that are worn underneath the mithril plate, there are tattered ends of threads kind of fraying and flowing loosely, kind of blending with Tishnan's feathers underneath.
Dylan, please describe your character and introduce him.
Hi, my name's Badger. I'm even shorter than this guy. I'm a fairy. You see, tousled, spiky, jet black hair, green eyes, tan, like olive complexion. Do you know I hate to say it, but the green the green giant, like the green beans.
Yeah.
Jolly
green giant. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that in like very small form and like less greenish tint to the skin.
Okay.
But that's me.
Shrek. Got it.
Yes.
The jolly little green fairy.
Exactly.
So the jolly green.
The Moonshine Fairy.
Yeah.
And the name's Badger. Don't wear it out.
I like that we're all going to be short kings here.
Caleb, please introduce your character.
Yes, you see standing there an Eladrin, a winter Eladrin, pale white skin, ice white, blue hair, probably about waist length or so, just wearing a very plain clothes, plain crop top, and about just over the shoulder length shorts. Yeah, that's really it. Just very plainly dressed.
What's your name?
Ennui.
Ennui. And Alex.
You all maybe like looking across everyone else in this room, freshly freed from your blinded prison. But as the blindfold rather, is removed from my character's face, you actually find that they are still rather well shrouded in different cloths woven about. And you actually don't see many of their features, but what you can see is that they're a rather diminutive figure. They're quite short and almost circular. Not quite a perfect circle, but a little bit ovular. And as you look underneath the hood that they have on, the only thing that you can see are two very big black eyes that are like sort of reflecting the rest of the light in the room. And you hear...
You kinky.
And as you're like wondering what might be behind, you hear a voice penetrate into your mind. I am Hozut,
It's a pleasure to meet you, Hozut.
Hozut is glad to have met you as well.
Is that in our minds? Is it always in our minds?
It is always
Okay.
in your minds.
Okay.
Always on my mind. Okay. As you sight returns to you and you look around, and you've seen each other before. You've trained with each other. You've taught lessons with each other. You know each other. But to make it this far through the ceremony of becoming a weaver is a great honor to each of you. As y'all exchange knowing looks, the oracle speaks again in that same angelic voice. Weavers, we have just received word that our attempt to sever the errant thread of King Tilluith was a carefully laid trap by a greater evil. Poisoned by this deceit, the armies of Imsford now march east to Banara. It is up to you, my chosen, to infiltrate and quell this crusade. Find these dark threads and remove them from the light.
I will do as the loom commands, Oracle.
It'll be our pleasure.
Got you, boss.
She's extremely stoic and just goes back to. She turns and goes back to tending to the great tapestry that the loom is creating. The armies of Imsford approach their allies in Soji, intercept them in Tyrith, find out their plans and destabilize their efforts. Secure allies sympathetic to our cause. Now go. And she motions y'all to the door.
Hozut sort of like makes a very small bow. He kind of bends at the legs, and you see that like circular shape, like just sort of rotate up. It doesn't actually bend or flex; it just moves, and then he begins to follow outwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Badger's gonna do a very kind of over-exaggerated, like flamboyant bow, and then flutter away, following Hozut.
Tishnan's gonna kind of bow, and before coming up from the bow, her head's gonna turn all the way around, stand up, and fly off, and body's gonna turn to meet the head as she flies towards the door.
Did you guys catch that?
That was strange. Yeah.
Very.
She'll turn her head back around as you guys say that and say, "Gotta keep up." Oh.
We're behind you, don't we?
It'll take some getting used to.
You'll see Ennui just kind of give a light head nod and then flip his hair around and walk out with the rest of them.
Hozut has seen stranger.
Where is the stranger?
What stranger?
You said you've seen stranger.
Hozut has seen stranger things.
Oh.
Forgive. This is not Hozut's native tongue. In fact, Hozut lacks tongue.
As you exit the cavern and a place that only the weavers that complete their training and finish their oath get to visit and get to lay eyes on. You head out to the quartermaster and prepare for your journey. What are we doing to get ready?
I would say Hozut would be maybe collecting a little bit of. You can't really see what sort of accoutrement he's pulling from his vestments, but you can see him like sort of tilting his head down as he stuffs something into his mouth, and then afterwards he brings a bug-like hand up to it with a vial in it and fills it up with a green liquid as he tucks it back into his cloak.
Tishan's going to be going around and more so like laying a wing on everyone and like kind of in an effort to get to know them, but also in an effort to like study their clothes, like feel the threads, feel the makeup of what makes up their clothes and get a better understanding of what gets woven into them.
Dylan? Anything?
Badger's honestly just gonna kind of take a load off. Not really, not much of a care in the world, but just wanting to relax one last time before setting off.
And Inui?
I think Ennui would just be
Ennui?
probably sitting in some corner somewhere, reading over his Book of Shadows and praying to his patron.
Got it. As part of your oath, as part of your religious undertaking, for the audience at home that doesn't know, the Order of the Weavers can selectively see errant and dark threads in the sky that lead them to disruptive people or things that interrupt and seek to undo the delicate balance that the tapestry of life is weaving. It actually, when they detect these dark threads, it actually starts to unravel completed tapestries that they have in their monastery. They are facing, currently you are facing a dual threat of these threads have now organized an army against you, your people, your country, and are coming here to destroy you. Your task is not an easy one. It will be one of great peril and great difficulty, and it will test everything that you have. So as you,
There were 4 people going up against an army.
yeah. So as you finish your rest for the evening and you kind of return to the barracks, getting all the equipment that you're going to need, your horses are ready and everything, and when you get back to the barracks, you kind of notice that they have organized your bunks to be near each other. So before you go to sleep, what is the conversation like before you make for the night to head out in the morning?
Well, I hope that we're all successful in our mission, and it's a pleasure to get to know you all, and just know that I've got your back, so?
Well, of course we would be successful. Why wouldn't we be?
Well, it's successful in the sense that we come back. Of course, our mission will be a success. But this is treacherous. As the Oracle did say.
Hozut will stay in the back, but lead on the way. Hozut is familiar with the dunes, perhaps more than anyone.
When times get tough, you can count on Badger. I'll have your back, your top, your bottom, and your front.
Oh! How about just the back?
Got you, boss.
The little spoon.
Starting to wonder if the blindfolds were a Weaver thing or not.
So you make for the night, and as each of you drift off to a beleaguered rest, you find it hard to sleep. All of you have visions of dark threads coming down from the sky amidst a sea of blob, if you will, of people. It just collectively in a rolling ocean of people screaming, and one by one you see dark threads coming down into this ocean. And as y'all all awake, the next kind of mid-morning, it's easy to tell by looking at your companions' faces that y'all all kind of had the same dream. You get ready, you saddle up, you gather your supplies that you need, and you set out west on horseback, kind of after midday, to make sure that you're traveling in the desert at the appropriate times.
I'm sorry. I'm picturing a small owlin and a small fairy riding horses.
I mean, do y'all ride horses?
I mean, sure. It's just a funny vision to see like an animal riding an animal.
Is it one camel and y'all are each on a hump? That more
As the camel
appropriate?
walks, like one hump goes up and one bounces, and then it goes down and the other bounces. Hang on, I have a better song for this, I think.
Ennui's doing that side saddle thing where he's just like both his legs are on one side and he's just.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We need the coconuts.
So y'all are heading west to the area of Sojit, the country, right? Country
Yes.
of Sojit, yeah. And specifically the small town that the Oracle told you about, Turth? Either way.
Turth.
Turth?
Tirith.
Tirith. To the west of their capital is the entryway to their country from Imsford. From Imsford.
Mm-hmm.
It is the gateway, if you will, into Sojit for them. The army is marching there, is soon to approach there, and it will take you probably about a day's worth of travel. No, on horseback might take a little less. Yeah, probably like a day's worth of travel to get there. So you will arrive there kind of around midnight.
And Turth is where the army is, or that's where we're going to kind of like wait for the army?
That is the interception point for how fast the army is moving.
We'll kind of get there at the same time.
Versus, yeah,
Okay.
you and that army should be getting there at the same time.
So, I guess now is kind of a bad time to ask this, but what's the plan? Are we to try to be members of the army, or?
Well, we could do that. We could do espionage. One of us could disguise ourselves and go into the barracks or wherever they're camping and see kind of the layout and then report back. Our goal at the end of the day is to disrupt them, so
Correct.
that takes many avenues.
Hozut is good at hiding. Hozut is good at striking, but not much else.
I'm good at hiding and supporting.
Badger can hide, Badger can disguise, but Badger does not plan. So it's up to
Can you also disguise and hide?
So Drazad is doing everything is what it sounds like.
tell Badger what to do and he'll do it.
Yeah.
Drazad?
Yeah.
Ennui and Tishnan, you guys actually hear Hozut believes that Badger may be a bit of a problem. Badger,
Can we
you don't hear
respond?
that.
Can we respond? Is this message? Can we respond back in our heads?
I think that's up to you to know.
Tishnan would try, I guess, and you would maybe hear back. I think he means well. Badger is a kind soul.
And we will just look at you and kind of.
Hozut reacts to that.
Okay.
You see his cloak kind of like nod a little bit. I believe
Badger will show you.
Badger got serious.
Hozut feels it may be best to inspect our surroundings before deciding on an approach.
Of course. I do believe we can maybe scope the area out.
Hozut can help. When we are close, we will dismount, and Hozut will make us quieter.
Oh, I was just going to fly around. Oh, I thought you could fly too.
Hozut cannot do that.
Oh,
I think it's just us.
okay. That's what I thought. I was just surprised when Ozud said he could help too.
Ozut will help you fly more
talk
quietly.
Oh,
Your wings won't make any sound.
Like that.
owls are notorious quiet flyers. Have you guys seen those videos of owls, by the way? Or
Oh yeah, where they just sort of glide.
They put the mic up and they pump their wings, but like there's no sound.
Yeah.
As they fly across.
They're scary predators if
Oh,
you're,
yeah.
smaller than an owl.
And I am a small owl, so
Not to me. Not to me. Pray for you. Yeah.
No,
Oh.
maybe I can.
So it is hard even on horseback. You are crossing the desert. Y'all, like I said, y'all leave in the afternoon and start to make your way into Sojit. Probably about 4 to 5 hours later. As you start to make your way and the landscape starts to change from giving way from dunes of sand that seem to be never ending. An actual road starts to appear, and there starts to be like a cobblestone road, and then the desert gives way to lush green mountains, and a valley as you start to come in. There is what seems to be an old garrison that is no longer used anymore. Pretty much abandoned for trade, more so, as there are merchants that are stopped there and set up for the evening. What do y'all do? Y'all want to stop there, or what?
how far out is it, you said?
Y'all are about halfway to getting there. You just entered
Okay.
Sojit. So the major areas that you're going to be passing through in Sojit is going to be kind of right when you get into there. And Alex, can you pull up the map?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Bing.
Perfect.
So that's Benara, but I'll start scrolling us over.
There you go.
Whee!
This is where y'all are now, right by that tower.
Yeah, Sinwisu Tower. I named this like over a year ago.
So we've passed Nabikawa,
yes.
Nebraska, as we called it in our last campaign.
You have passed Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Yeah, you're past Nebraska.
The Middle East is in your rearview mirror.
Yeah.
So we're getting into greenery
We
now.
are safe
Okay.
from
Yeah.
all of the casseroles.
And y'all are heading past the capital, west of the capital.
of Soji.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be best to rest up and resupply.
Ozud agrees. And he flutters down from his horse onto the ground.
I vote we travel straight there.
Yeah, I changed my mind. Woohoo!
I imagine you operate better at night.
Yes, I can see quite far.
Yeah.
I have a 120-foot dark vision.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know. Mine's not dark vision. What's that other one?
Devil sight.
Devil sight.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
better.
it's better.
Yeah.
You
Way
can-
better.
You can see
It's
120
feet.
in
Yeah.
magical darkness. It's
magical,
way
yeah.
better.
Oh, I know. I just can't remember what it's called. Oh, no. I
Yeah.
think that's specifically because I was like, I'm so tired of not having it.
Just in
Come
time
on,
for
you
none
don't
of us
like
to have
it.
darkness.
So tired.
You don't like your tongue being illuminated? That's the best.
Yeah. I think if we are to commence any initial operations, they should be at night.
Agreed.
What is the marching order? What is the disguises like? Are we disguised? How do we want to enter?
So I have a
This
disguise
character.
kit. It's not going to get me very far as an owlin.
If we're going into this marketplace, Hozut would not waste any sort of like stealth on this. I think he would just walk in like he owns the place. Hide in plain sight.
I would tuck my scarf into my bag,
Okay.
as well as the threads that protrude from my armor, I would tuck those back up under the armor, kind of hiding any ties to Banara that I can on my person. But otherwise, yeah.
Do we know the place we're going if they have any kind of like customary clothing?
Yes. They do have customary clothing.
Okay.
Kind of like a robe-like situation, and with a sash across it.
Okay. Anwi will get down from his. We're riding camels, right?
Yes.
That's what you said. Okay.
Yep.
Not elephants.
How rude.
Couldn't afford elephants.
Anwi will get down off his camel. And so, are we going to continue, or are we going to rest here?
Ozut believes it best to rest.
I would vote if we have time to continue. Why not continue?
I would agree.
There are merchants here set up, and some of them are trading. Some of them have their goods out. Some of them are resting. There are a couple merchants selling some common
you
wares.
can tie us or make it definitive.
Oh no! Badger, you said you're here to support us, correct?
So support
That's right.
Wonderful. I need you to support our decision to continue further.
Sure thing. Let's
Awesome.
go.
Sorry, Hozut, we're going home. And Anwi will snap his fingers, and the ceremonial clothing. I'll cast Disguise Self, and the ceremonial clothing of that town will.
Okay.
The thread of destiny draws Ozut along your path. And he hops back up on his camel. But as he does, some of his wrappings actually move to reveal his sort of carapace exterior. And you see what is blue one moment begins to change and shift into like a greenish color as he sort of chameleons it into something that is a little bit more befitting of this environment.
Oh, okay.
Somebody give me a perception check.
Oh, that's me.
Are we gonna?
I think it would be you. I think
Yeah.
it'd be you because
That's me. I'm doing it.
You did want to. You did want to stop.
Hozut is good at these.
Hozut. Hozut.
Fuck.
How good is Hozut at these?
Wait, we have a 15 and 18.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all have stuff in the chat.
I'm going to take the 15
Okay.
for a...
Wait, no. You're going to do what?
I'm going to use my reaction to take the
Oh,
15.
yeah.
Do what else? Roll your eyes.
Oh, right. My black eye. You can't see it there.
Yeah.
Rolling.
You
My
don't
black
have
eyes.
eyelids.
Yeah. My beady little bug eyes. I'm gonna take the 15 for a total of 24.
Ooh.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Just a question for everybody at home. Are these the same rolls from the main campaign? Or
No, these
these
are new rolls.
They just
These are
have-
fresh
Whoa.
rolls.
Yeah, Grim got
Whoa.
us a 15, and XIVM already got us an 18.
Whoa, watch out.
We
Thank
have
you,
a
Chad.
whole
They-
new Google
Brian's about
Doc.
to be upset. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm gonna use those rules.
They took our rolls.
Oh, another one's coming in. Dutton this time.
Woo, Dutton,
What do we got, Dutton?
Whoa. Thank you, Dutton.
A 15 to replace the one I just
Yeah.
used.
Nice.
Perfect.
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 Hozut, you notice that there is a merchant selling Soji wares, or selling Soji wares, but also selling like Soji clothes and hats and things of that nature.
Did we
And
start
foam
with
fingers.
gold?
Yes, you should have had some starting gold.
You get to
How
pick
many?
if you want, like,
It's
when you're
whatever
making
came
your
with your
character.
class and stuff.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be much. It'd be like 20 gold or
15
something.
to 20 gold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
got
yeah.
it. Great. Okay.
Hozut is going to look at all of you. Hozut does not dress well in other places. Perhaps he can support you from the shadows as you don the apparel of these people.
I don't know if my kind is frequent to places like this. I might be in the same boat. Hoo-hoo.
I love the like
Contagious.
I love the One Piece-isms of like little laugh
so
at the
good.
end. Yeah.
Never seen it.
You're like a terrible
I know.
Mickey Mouse. You're like a terrible Mickey
But you're
Mouse.
doing it.
Badger's not afraid. Yeah, I'll go. I'm cool.
I can disguise myself. I'll go wherever.
Okay.
Hozut's gonna hang back and probably actually roll stealth just to try and get a read on how his compatriots are treated if word has spread from Imsford to this place already, or if word is coming with the army that marches east.
I'm gonna stealth as well, but waiting for an opportunity when like no one's looking to get up into the sky and kind of take a survey of if I can see the army, like kind of how far out it is from up there, or just like if there's any kind of militaristic presence, like maybe some scouts or something that have gone on ahead or anything.
Okay. So I'm gonna need. Now we're still in the little town to the east. So
We're still. Oh, we haven't left yet.
yes.
Never mind.
I
ain't doing that.
Or is that correct? Or did y'all want to go ahead?
We did want to go ahead. We all voted to go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But he did a
Um,
perception before we left and saw the shop.
Yeah, did you want to act on that
Are
or
we
no?
stopping at the shop? No shop?
Oh, right. We're not.
We're not there yet. We're at the shop.
Shop, shop,
But
shop.
pre-town before we've decided to leave. We just hopped back on top of our camels and you're like, actually, there's a store over there.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody buying the clothes?
I'm looking at all of you to see if anyone's approaching, because Hozud already said he's not.
Yeah, and I already said I wasn't either.
I
Yeah.
already
Oh, that's
have
what
the
we're
clothes
doing.
Yes.
on.
Okay, so we continue on.
Okay.
As we continue on, it's not a very far journey from here to the capital city. You will have to pass by the capital city in order to get to Turth. And you said, Sam, you want to do a stealth check and try and fly up and see how far ahead they are?
Yeah, when we get close enough that it might be feasible that I could kind of like see a large army or start to see some kind of militaristic presence, I would like to kind of scout out ahead.
Okay. So it is still day. So you would have to roll a stealth check with disadvantage as you fly up into the air.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
It's hard to be stealthy in the sky.
Yeah.
It makes a lot
But
of
I mean,
sense.
if I fly up high, I mean, there's no limit on my fly speed. I can go as high as I want. You know what I mean? Like I'm not.
Yeah, but then
timed.
you're limiting how well you can see back at the ground.
That's true. But I guess there's no time.
Can I cast minor
So you pick, Sam.
illusion on him? And
Yeah.
make like a cloud around him?
I'll
You
roll with
can, but the
disadvantage.
range on that is 120 feet.
So the minute I leave
Brett's
that,
very familiar with minor illusion.
It's actually only 30 feet.
30
Yeah,
feet,
okay.
even worse. So he's a cloud until 30 feet, and then you're back to yourself. So you take your pick. Either it's going to be disadvantage on stealth or disadvantage on perception. Once you
disadvantage
get-
on stealth.
Okay.
What do we have in the chat?
we have a
and an
15 and an
18.
18.
I'm gonna take a 15 for a 23.
I don't know. I think the way it's worded, you create a sound or an image of an object within range that lasts for the duration.
Yeah, no.
In range.
No,
Yeah, it stays in
It's like-
range.
think about
Caleb,
it
I'm
like a
sorry.
You can't
projector.
move it outside
Yeah.
of
Think about it
You
think about it like a projector. You're holding a projector that can project 30 feet, and you can move it. It doesn't make any noise.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But you can move it, but then it's like it moves like a picture. You're like,
seeing the cloud like appear and then disappear as
immediately.
Tishnan erupts out of it. Hozud believes the owl broke the sound barrier.
As you see it, like.
so as you fly up in it, what'd you get on yourself?
I used my reaction to take a 15 for a 23 total.
Well, you didn't even do that because I rolled in that one.
I also rolled a nat one, so that's why I took that.
Maybe you did.
It would have been a 9 if
Yeah.
I hadn't.
Thanks, Chad.
Thanks, Chad.
Honestly,
You did it.
saving us.
Twice
So-
already.
I know. As you fly up,
I
you
miss my luckies.
in the distance you can see the capital city.
Kinmatoro.
Kinmator. Thank you. I
Yep,
was
yep.
like, oh.
Sorry, lots of names.
Lots of
I
names.
I dropped on you.
You see the capital city of Kinmataro, and you know this to be true. You know the name to be true. You're familiar with this area because of y'all proximity to this country. It has a giant wall that goes around the outside of it with many, many large, giant buildings, including one giant pagoda in the middle that kind of stretches up into the sky. From roll a perception check.
Now, this is a straight roll, right? 'Cause
Yes.
I took disadvantage on
That is
stealth.
correct.
Okay. 14.
You can tell that the wall and outside has, and even from looking at it from the outside and looking at the wall, you can tell that the wall is manned, and that you can tell that there are a good number of guards around the outside wall. So it's kind of up to y'all if y'all want to try and stop and get inside.
Well, can I tell if it's sun-touched or not, or if it's all the Soji? I say all, like, mostly, or would I be able to pick out any sun-touched?
You know that the guards of Sojit, their army, their militia and stuff, wear red armor. And these guys have red armor.
Gotcha. Would I also know that Imsford wears red armor?
Imsford does not wear red armor. Suntouch wear
Suntouch.
white armor. White tabards.
But red capes.
Red cape.
Oh, okay.
No capes.
So I don't see any white. I just see red.
This is what these guys look like.
Gotcha. Okay. I will.
Oh.
Good paint job.
Yeah,
Alex.
hey,
Way
that
to go.
actually
Hey,
that
man.
actually shows up pretty
I know
nice
that
there.
Yeah, that's a good job. Bud.
That was back when I was good at
Too.
painting.
Before you learned all the shortcuts.
Yeah,
You're like,
exactly.
And the-
Slap chop for the
Yeah.
win.
That was before your house caught on
Well, that
fire.
was before you took an arrow to the hand.
That's
Oh, no.
An arrow to the elbow.
Yeah.
before my house caught fire. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I will.
You're fast approaching the capital city of Kim.
Yeah, I'll circle back down, and tell the friends there don't appear to be any sun touched there, but there are definitely a lot of guards that we may want to avoid if we don't need to stop here. Who?
Do we know, like, locally around the edges of Banara, the way people feel about the Weavers?
What do you say? Socioeconomic and
So,
political.
political
Yeah.
environment.
I don't know if I can do that right now. I'm not in the right mind space.
So you know that weavers in general are almost seen as, two sides of the same coin. One as like they do provide a great service to rid the world of evil, but even though like people say like it is done in a terrible way,
Yeah.
but that is more of like a nursery rhyme or a fable, right, of the Weavers. Everybody looks at your organization as very secretive. They know kind of somewhat of what happens, but at the same time, political establishments like kings, viziers, and stuff like that will often propagandize against the Weavers to keep them as being like a terrible guild of assassins.
Or the Freemasons. Got it. Okay.
Yes.
We're Batman.
Yeah.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, exactly. Well, just more along the lines of like,
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
there is an air of like you are good guys killing bad guys.
We're judge, jury, and
It's-
executioner,
well,
so
it's-
it's kind of.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
it's probably a
Thought you
little
said
bit
Judge
like.
Judy,
Have
an
you ever
executioner
seen
for a second.
Minority Report?
No.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
never mind then.
It's just like that.
It's kind of like that. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, some people might think of it as like, what gives you the right to judge these people, right?
Yeah.
What
Yeah, of
what
course.
celestial being is giving you the authority to go and kill these people and to decide that they're evil,
The Oracle.
right?
It's called the Oracle.
Think,
Read a book.
Think,
Yeah.
think like Valoth
Read
and
a
Odd.
tapestry.
Odd almost joined them, and Valoth is like, screw these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Period.
Who are they to tell me if I'm good or bad?
So Anthony Pace, thanks for the 8, and XIVM, thanks for the 17. We are loaded up.
Good, they're gonna
I
need
feel
it.
like
Yeah.
I feel like we're definitely-
Yeah.
So knowing that, as far as you've never traveled, all of y'all have never traveled into Soji. So to know what the sentiment of Weavers is currently right now, you would have to do some investigation. You would have to go talk to some people.
Are you sharing your findings with the
yeah,
rest of
I
us?
did.
Yeah.
I came down and I
Yeah.
said that there was some guards there.
Hozut feels it best for those of us who can to blend in. He will even don their apparel if it pleases the rest of you.
Have you ever traveled through here before, Hozut?
Hozut does not often leave the desert sands.
Not an answer.
I would take that as a no.
You're a hoot.
Ennui gives you a look.
Hozut has been to the outskirts of Sojit, but never as far as Kinmatoro.
So you don't know how they would treat you, in other words.
Hozut prefers to stay hidden in populated places such as that.
You're a giant insect, that's fair.
Oh, is that what's under there? Ooh.
Hozut kind of like looks around for a moment, feeling relatively well hidden. He does like drop his hood for a moment. You see like two antennas kind of poke out, a very bug-like face with like these four pincers on either side that sort of encircle just an open mouth. There's no tongue there, but a little bit of like spittle does drain out. It has that same like green color that you saw go into the vial earlier. And then he flips his hood back up.
You'll catch Badger. Go for half a second before he quiets down. And
Grasp his pearls.
In your mind, you hear, Badger, support.
We'll take
Thank
So what are we doing?
I say we go in. We investigate some. Yeah.
Can I use disguise self to like make myself look kind of like a townsfolk?
Disguise self changes your
Your
appearance.
full on appearance.
Yeah.
Like
Like
you
my
look.
size
You
as
can
well?
look. You can only
stay
go
the
like
same
one size. You can look like you're bigger, but you're not actually bigger. Does that make sense?
You can- yeah.
But, like,
And
can I do it well enough to like?
If somebody touches you,
Yeah.
it'll pass through the
Yeah.
illusion.
Gotcha.
Well, like, and if you're bigger
6
and you
feet.
make yourself thinner,
Gotcha.
they will like your head.
They run into you
yeah,
before.
like the empty air.
If
So
Vice-
you
vice
want to try to
versa.
be as close, like you can
Yeah.
be like a gnome or something. Like you want to be
Yeah.
as close as you can.
You have to match the same like digits.
You gotta
like,
stop kicking.
forward, Like
It has to be
two and
humanoid.
two, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would like to.
It's only unplugging it for us, Brett.
I think I would like to use
So it's not the
disguise, disguise self
Sorry, man.
You're good.
to.
It's across my legs, and then when I undo my legs, it's like
Kick it every time.
Unacceptable.
I know. Okay.
You're fired. Go ahead.
Um,
Sorry.
Oh, Jesus. Here, Alex. Bye.
I think
No.
I would like to do use disguise self to I guess just make myself a size bigger. You know, wear like the same garb that the townsfolk are wearing.
Okay.
Not a guard or anything like that. You know, just enough to blend in. To I kind of want to. Badger's despite his past and all this stuff, he's very chipper.
Yeah, we could tell.
Yeah, so I feel like Badger feels pretty confident in his ability to like at least kind of read the room if he gets close enough to talk to these people.
Right.
If the group is okay with that.
Yeah, this whole side of the table, guys, is like Disney character rejects.
No.
I
Pixar
am
said
going
not
for
yet.
like a little bit of like watered down Mrs. Doubtfire.
Nice. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way.
Actually, like mentally,
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah.
the owl I was thinking.
Perfect. So are we going inside the gates? Are we trying to go inside? Or are we trying to go talk to the guards? Are we trying to talk to some of the people that are milling about outside? What are we looking for?
I think I'd like to go up to the guards and just kind of, you know, after I'm disguised and just be like, so these weavers, eh? Just to kind of,
Feel it out.
yeah. Yeah.
What the second Hozut hears that, I'm casting Pass Without a Trace,
Okay.
and I am going to try and stealth up and over the wall as best I can.
Okay.
This is not working.
I'm going to need a stealth check.
Okay.
And then,
Would you say I get advantage because of my carapace? It does say it in the ability, but it's because of the terrain. So I don't know if this matches the terrain that I changed my shell to.
if you
Or my carapace
changed it to, I guess, the wall, I guess it would give you advantage.
Okay.
Do you have
If-
clothes on over it?
I do.
So you have to get naked, right?
Or at least
To
just like
blend in.
lift up your cloak so it's mostly your
Do you
shell.
need us to put our blindfolds on?
Yeah.
What you got under there,
Hozut?
Wow, Hozut, you stealth so well.
Hozoot is too modest for this.
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, he's gonna leave his clothes on though. and
I
just
tell you
roll
what,
with
if you leave your clothes on and you do change your color though, I will give you, instead of advantage, I'll give you +3.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
very generous. Thank you.
Just because like you're covering up that part.
What's under there?
With pass without a trace
Oh, jeez.
and a terrible roll.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
And
that
your
is going to
+3.
be 25.
73, yeah.
25.
Yeah.
Okay.
25.
25 with a bad roll.
Well, pass without trace gives you +10.
10, yeah.
Yeah. So it would have been a 15.
So you're trying to climb the wall. Do you have a climb speed?
I don't.
Okay. I'm also gonna need an athletics check.
That's fair. That's fair.
Do I see?
You almost got away
Do
with
I
that.
see?
You did. That was good.
Do I see Hozoot trying to do this?
I mean, Hozoot left the party, kind
You
of
just
went away.
hear the flutter of cloth.
Yeah, and it's like, and then after that, you didn't
And
see
it's
him.
scraping sound.
Okay. So no chance to give you a guidance. Gotcha.
He has found the part. He found the part of the wall where, like, in between where the guards look, and has.
I rolled a 16 for a total of 16.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
You're lucky. Your hands are pointed mandibles because you're able to kind of get in between the cracks in the stone, and kind of stick your hand as like a pike, like a.
Climbing hook.
Like a climbing hook would get in there, and like you use that to kind of get your way up.
And I will say, any of you that are watching this occur, occasionally you'll see Hozoot like start to slip, and 2 extra hands pop out and sort of grip the wall. I've got 4 hands, so I just clamber up.
You barely beat your stealth. Barely beat my my perception.
Your wall check.
So you are walking up to the guards, and
Instead of just saying like, "Oh, these weavers are crazy," like I'll say something a little more. I mean, like not much more like sly, but just kind of like.
what do you say?
I mean, it's still gonna be about the weavers, but it's man, I've been hearing a lot of scary things about these weavers, huh? You know anything about that?
I know they're not to be trusted. Where did you hear or see about a weaver?
I don't know. There were some people a few villages back that seem to really like them.
Where are you from?
Ooh, we came in from Nabikawa.
Okay. What's your business in Kimitara?
How?
Well, things like you said, the weavers, things are getting a little tense, so we thought best to get out before everything collides. Ooh.
How large is this city?
It's their capital city. It's big.
Oh, great.
It's huge.
It's huge. It's massive. And they're like the center of trade for like the whole world.
Great.
Yeah.
I'll butt in at this point and say, sorry for the interruptions. We were just leading them back to my house.
What street do you live on?
They have names. Alex, help me out. It's your world.
Just make one up.
Roll a history check.
He also might be bluffing.
Yeah.
You could just fucking just lie. Just the confidence is what
MLK
convinces
Drive.
him.
There's one in every city.
Or Main Street. You know what I mean? Like first.
History, you said?
Yeah.
3.
A 3. Okay, make up a name. You come up with a name. Because you don't remember one.
Merchant Street.
Oh my
I can't
god.
see that far. What is it?
I'm not telling you.
I'm blind.
I'm not telling you.
He eyes you up and down. He's like, what are your wares?
I'm sorry?
What do you sell?
What do you sell?
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you live on Merchant Street.
Well, my husband actually does the selling. We sell different gemstones and things like that. But
Are you
mainly-
pointing to one of these guys?
No, no. They.
I mean, like, kiss him
I'm
right
like talking. No, my husband. And I like point into the
It becomes
city.
like very different campaign. It's not espionage, it's simulator now. We start a shop. We're selling things.
Stardew Valley, let's go.
I know that game. I know that game.
Yes, we're all married. We have a farm in the middle of town.
We're married, but our cumulative grandpa left it to us.
Yeah.
Bozoot does not need to marry. Bozoot produces young on his own.
Oh, gross.
You hear a very unsettling popping sound.
Yeah.
And things fall on your head because he's talking on the wall.
You see him
Scrambling
You see him like peering from over the top of the wall as his antennas move, and you just hear his voice in your head.
If only you vomited eggs on Piccolo.
Roll a deception check.
And we mainly deal in obsidian wares, typically. Get fucked, Brad. I want to take
That's
that.
it is cocked. That one's not.
You haven't used your reaction yet, Caleb. Not this round.
16.
Okay. He looks at all of y'all. Hurried through.
Whew, thank you.
Going against every part of his body, he'll kind of give a deeper bow than usual.
Do I, as we,
every part of the body?
Yeah.
so as he,
Like you don't fold that way? Like,
as he,
wait, you fold.
Like my will.
Wait, no, his knee's been the opposite way.
he's a Loxodon?
right.
He's a Loxodon. As he says that and kind of like gestures us in, do I gather that he's bought the lie, or that he's like, we're walking into a trap? Like,
Yeah,
once we're
just-
inside, it's easier to catch us.
He very much looked like he was tired of fucking dealing with you.
Yeah, that's on
Okay.
right. I'm also taking into effect it's probably like midnight or like 8 p.m.
It's probably more along the lines of dinner time. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, because you said we had about 4 hours, so like shenanigans.
Well, that was if you would have carried on, right? To
Here,
not here. To Tier. Y'all
Further
stopped
than
here
here.
for information.
that's right. To get the vibes, so that when we get to Tirith, we know
Right.
we know the lay of the land.
So I'm
So
getting big fuck the Weavers vibes. Oh
yeah, definitely.
So we need to be careful.
so as you enter
to
this
make our way to
majestic
Merchant Street.
city, it is a very large city. You have entered from the east gate, and this just so happens to be one of the merchant areas. The merchant road that you said you live on actually stretches along from the east side of the city all the way to the west side of the city, along the southern border where the main road is. So people can like go through each of the gates and trade and then continue on. As even right now, as the sun is setting and there are still people coming in, there's still people going out. This is a major hub of trade. People coming from the north, from Freudan, people coming from the south, from Zasherstan, are like lumberers are moving wood in. The dwarves from Freudan are bringing in armor and metal and weapons, and trade is also coming from humans from Imsper from the west, and even some trade coming from Sojit, although not that much, right? But major intersection. You find that as you enter the street, there's an inn close to the entrance, a pretty giant inn that has two large dragons adorning each side of the door, and the dragons kind of make an archway where they're oppositely facing each other. And there's a sign swinging above it called the Rainy Dragon Inn. We do. You are actually down the street in the alleyway up against the wall. All of the
Like
businesses.
a cockroach.
Yeah. You went further down. You found the kind of in between where the guard posts were. You found where there was a blind spot, if you will,
Okay.
to scale the wall and went over the back. There is an alleyway behind all of the businesses. So if you walk into the gate, there would be that merchant row that he's talking about, and then there would be businesses up against the wall. But there's an alleyway behind that where just like the nastiest stuff gets thrown out back of that alleyway, and it's actually like a gutter back there. They have it. These streets are cobblestone. The alleyway is actually shown stone. So like everything they throw back there looks like it eventually, with rain and other stuff, gets washed downward towards one end of the street.
Okay.
And that's what you landed in.
Nice.
Delicious.
Right at home.
So what are you doing,
I would
Hozoot?
maybe just like inspect some of the piles of rubbish to see if there's anything useful there. But then after doing that, I would probably rejoin my compatriots to make sure they know that I made it over with them.
Yeah,
Grab you a little snack.
I'll try that once we get.
The minute you get to us, I think we're gonna head back out. I think we're gonna leave.
Yeah, we found everything.
We're done.
Yeah, we're done here.
Hozoot thought he made friends.
The town, like I said, is vibrant with life, and merchants are going to and from. The Rainy Dragon Inn has plenty of people in there. There's a bard playing inside. You can hear him from the outside. And yeah, that is the closest building, unless you want to go further in.
I think if we're looking for information, this inn might be our best bet.
Most taverns tend to be where you would go for information.
That's what I just said. Hoo-hoo.
Right. So we should go.
Do we have to operate as a group?
No.
Okay, because
Go shopping.
Yeah, you want to go shopping?
Speaking of shopping, let me take a time out. Hey, chat. Y'all have all been spending some of your chaos points on chat rolls, and the group really appreciates that. And you've seen that they've used like 4 of them already. But just so everybody in chat knows, the opportunity to make chaos is still there,
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
as well as the opportunity to provide, divinely intervene and provide useful items to the party. So
All the normal campaign stuff.
So those things are still in play, chat.
Yep.
Just want to say that.
we will need them.
They do cost more points though, so if you feel that Brett's trying to sway you away from helping us out with rolls,
Totally
He
fair.
is. Can I
Totally
use
fair.
my points in the channel to help y'all?
Yes.
Look, I broke Alex.
Yeah. I want it, but also
he
I don't,
activates chaos.
I don't want to have to do it when I'm sitting there.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So getting back to the party. What are y'all doing?
He's going shopping.
Well, so I not necessarily that I want to go shopping. I want to find like, is it so the merchants? Is it like tents or is it like actual buildings that they like brick and mortar?
On Merchant Row,
Okay.
there is brick and mortar buildings on each side. In front of that is like where the shops kind of have flip doors that open up that kind of expose the shop to everything outside.
Okay.
There are food vendors cooking in between the buildings, and each of the buildings kind of make for different types of stalls, if you will, for each of those.
Okay. Well, while we're in front of the inn, correct?
Wait, what is it? I didn't see.
Perfect.
I'm sorry. Grim Reaper just gave us a cloak of billowing, which is one of my favorite magic
my
items
God.
in all of 5e. So thank you, Grim. That's
Yes,
so
thank you.
perfect.
Well, that's also perfect for you because then you can see your carapace without having to get naked.
Yeah! It's optimal.
Yeah.
He knew you needed it. I kind of just want to like not heavily look around for like a vendor, but if we're in front of the door before we go inside, if that's what we choose to do, I kind of want to like just glance around and look for just the most eccentric shop possible. Like if there's one that stands out just completely different than the rest, if there's one like that, I want to go to it. If not, cool beans, I'll just go inside with the rest.
While you're looking around for that, shop, what are y'all two doing?
I'm going to the inn.
Going to the inn?
Tavern thing.
I will follow you. I'm bored.
Okay. And
Can I
Sure, I
say,
can get information.
while they're doing that, Hozoot's not going into the inn, but he is going to be keeping an eye out for merchant carts that are moving from east to west, and trying to scope out if he thinks he might he and his companions might be able to sneakily climb into one, ride through Tirith, and then approach from the other side.
Okay, that's a good idea. I will say, when you're in the gutter and you're digging through the trash, yeah,
you hear that in your head. He's not saying it out loud.
Do I have a tinfoil hat? Can I?
have y'all seen the video of the developer for Halo, whatever, Infinite's pug that they use for the alien noises?
Oh yeah,
I like to think that's what
Yeah.
I'm hearing in my head.
yeah. I mean, you're getting like mouth breathing occasionally from Hozut as he does things. He just forgets he's being telekinetic to all of you. Occasionally, you might even see like a couple of people in the inn, like looking around for whatever's making the sound.
Hozut,
Some grunts.
as you are digging through this trash, kind of right outside of your peripheral vision, and you don't notice it because it happens kind of very gently and softly behind you, but some like hay and shreds of
Strands of thread. Oh
I
damn! It
can't
got me
say-
too.
I know. Kind of like stringy things that are kind of swept into this gutter begin to glow softly, and they kind of weave themselves into a shape. And when it's done, it catches your eye. You find a very, very, very dirty cloak.
Hozut takes it and throws it on over what he's already wearing.
Okay. And as soon as you throw it over your shoulders, you can already feel this otherworldly wind begins to whip up beneath you and blow the cloak behind you.
Hozut has been blessed by the loom. The thread spinner smiles upon me.
Would he be within 120 feet of us from Merchant
Yes,
Street?
he's like behind the inn. Y'all are
inside.
inside the inn. Yeah.
Well, I'm with.
Every
You know
time
how it be? Just
every time
cockroaching.
wait,
Just
can we just assume?
You just be
wait,
roaching.
I'm with Badger.
Are we making the assumption that every time you speak, like they can hear you if they're in their telepathic range?
It's a 30-foot
Okay.
thing. So I don't know if they actually can, but I figured some people could,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
I'm
does
in
it-
a
wait,
tavern.
wait, wait, wait.
I would say, yeah.
Does it
but-
just echo outward to anyone and everyone?
He can select
Oh, okay.
people
Yeah.
to hear it.
Okay.
So Tishan, you definitely heard that. You heard Hozut.
Just feathers kind of like furl up, and she's like, "Ooh," as she walks into the tavern.
You'll hear in your mind. Where are you?
Hozut is behind the inn, discovering lost treasures of Kinmatoro.
Pan to a picture of him wearing the dirtiest cloak you've ever seen in your
He
life.
has a trash bag
Yeah,
on his back.
exactly. Yeah.
He's like a kid with a dirty blanket tied
Yeah.
around
Yeah,
his
yeah,
neck, and
yeah,
he's like
yeah.
running around his room like
From
a
like
hero.
2 decades ago.
Grim, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships.
Yeah,
I was
thank
waiting for a
you. Thank
moment
you,
to
Grim.
say thank you. I was not expecting you to drop another 5 gifties. Thanks, friend.
And I will. I'll just let you know that. How do you say your name? Tishnan's going to be
Tishan.
in. No, sorry. Tishnan's going to be in the inn, and then we're going shopping very quickly.
All right.
Hozut understands.
Tishan, you walk in, and what do you do? Like I said, there's a bard playing loudly in the corner, beating a drum, and there's many patrons in here, and at least 3 bartenders behind a massive bar.
Gotcha. Does any end of the bar look less busy? Like I could kind of occupy
Absolutely.
the barkeep more.
Yeah.
Without pissing him off. Okay, I'm gonna go sit at that one just so that I can have the bartender's ear for a little bit longer.
It's a young girl, and obviously, kind of looking at the bartenders, the parents are probably the older 2, and the young girl is probably their kid who
Just helps
does
out.
not look happy to work here, but has to.
Can I get one drink, please? Whatever.
One alcohol, please.
One alcohol.
One alcohol.
Whatever you're serving to that man over there, and I'll just point to someone that's at the bar.
And she looks at that man. She goes,
One liquor.
"That guy's having fire whiskey."
Ooh, that may be a little too much for me. Ooh, do you have anything a little bit tamer?
Yeah.
A little bit tamer.
Yeah,
This
we
is
do.
this is the
God.
greatest.
Sorry, it's just it's been a long day of travel, and I'm just stopping in to rest my feet. Everything that's going on in Tirith over there. I had to get out of Gissy.
What's going on
Is
in
that how you say
Tyr?
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
She looks at you and she's like, "What's going on in Tyr?"
Ooh, you haven't heard?
Oh,
The people from Illicet are coming in. They're upset at the Weavers.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, it's all over in the talk of the town in Gissy.
Okay. I mean, we did have some merchants coming from that way that said that there was a big stink happening in Imsford, and a bunch of people were mad. I mean, I heard that their king got assassinated, but I didn't hear anything about what's going on after.
Yes, I do believe that they're it might be rumors. I'm not 100% sure. But I figured it best to get out before they came true.
So you're from there?
I'm from Gissy,
Gissy?
south of Tirith.
Oh, the port city. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you don't look like a fisherman.
Oh, really? I can catch quite the good fish with my feet.
Okay. She pours you an ale, and she's like, "That
apex predator.
yeah."
Ooh, I lick lollipops for a minute.
3.
She pours.
May I have another?
She pours you an ale, and it comes with a lollipop.
XIVM, thank you so much for the 5 gifties. You guys are being so generous tonight. I
Yeah.
really appreciate it. I can tell this is already going to be a really great campaign,
that
and you're
good
making it that much better for everyone.
Independence Day spirit.
She eyes you. She pours you an ale, and she's like, "That'll be a goal."
Okay. And I'll flip her a gold, and I was like, I might just be passing through. Do you know anywhere that might be cheap to stay? I kind of left in a little bit of a hurry.
Well, we got a couple of rooms left, and those run about 5 gold.
Ooh, maybe a little steep for my coin pouches. She'll shake her coin pouch that is quite dry. I might just be taking this drink and heading out then.
Okay, don't get killed.
Oh, that's the plan. That's why I left.
Okay. This young teenage girl is so over you.
Okay, yeah, I'll sit and finish my drink, and if any of the parents kind of make their way down to my end at any point, I'd like to talk to them, but if they don't, then I'll just leave. I
Okay.
don't want to make a fuss.
We'll come back. We'll come back to that. You guys, so as y'all are walking around, y'all looking for a very eccentric shop.
Yeah.
Y'all find a shop that is, the whole shop is, the building is painted blue, the doors blue, the shutters are blue, everything is blue, and all of the items are blue. And there is everything in there is blue, and it's like everything on their tables are like trinkets and doodads and things like that. Everything is blue. Even the items are all blue. And there is a sign up there that says Blues Emporium.
Blues Clues.
There it is.
I like it.
Fun
And
fact.
there is a small gnome with blue hair. And
Yes.
there's a small gnome with blue hair, and he's sitting at the back of the shop.
Is he wearing a white hat?
So as we're as we're going by,
Oh, he has
I'm kinda-
blue hair.
Yeah, but with a white hat.
Is he wearing a cloak of bluoing? God, that was hard to say.
I know his skin's not blue, but I was thinking like he's like a pseudo Smurf.
Oh.
That's pseudo smurf.
As we're kind of just walking by really quickly, I'm gonna look over and can I see the gnome through the window?
Yes.
Okay.
He is
cool.
reading what appears to be a gnomish newspaper.
Okay, cool. Badger's gonna just kind of like tap on the shoulder and and I'm just gonna be like, oh, check out this guy, and I'm just without saying anything else, I'm just gonna like barge right in through the door and go initiate conversation. What is? Sorry, the city that we're.
Kinmator.
But the one that like you're.
Oh, you're going to Tirith, and you
Tirith.
said
Tirith. Okay.
I said Gissy because I wanted them to like. It makes sense that I had information about this, so I lied about being
Okay. But Tirith is what we're using as like the.
That's where we're going.
Tears is
But
y'all
is that
wish
what we're
you
using to like suss people out? Like yeah.
You can use whatever you want.
Yeah, you do whatever you want.
I went a little bit safer of a route, and
Okay.
this little girl knew nothing.
Okay. But I'm gonna do kind of the same thing I did with the guards. Just kind of like more so asking about like what they know about the current political state of affairs.
I'll walk in not far behind
Yeah.
him, but I'll cast Detect Magic.
So as soon as you walk in, you scare this little man. Nobody comes to his shop. You're like, he's like, ah! He's like, you are not from here.
Nope. Name's Badger. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
I've never seen what are you? You're small.
I think they're disguised still.
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
And I am like gnomish height, right?
Okay, yeah.
I did a size.
Sorry about
I
that.
forgot about
He
that, to
looks
be
at you and he's still scared though. And he's like, hi. Do you like blue?
I love it.
Okay.
Don't want anything but it.
All right.
You're wearing no
like
blue.
You're in the right place. This is my place, Blues.
You said the
Import-
traditional clothing of this place was like, it was like a red, like, I don't want to say kimono, but like a red, like, gown.
Yeah, like robes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll change it to a blue gown before I walk in as I cast Detect Magic.
Okay. See, this man has class right here. Yeah. Hey.
So tell me about blue. Why do you like blue so much?
Well, it's the best color out there. I don't think any other place has a fully blue or any other color Emporium. So that's why, I made it kind of my thing.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's definitely different.
Your detect magic, as soon as you walk in, nothing's magic in here. It is a bunch of stuff. And I need y'all both to give me a investigation check.
while
They're
they're
gonna say Constitution because all the paint is fresh. They're about to pass out from all the blue paint.
while they're doing that, I will tell you. I don't know if you noticed because we kind of were doing stuff.
Yeah. I was watching.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish it up in a second.
Oh yeah. No. You're fine. I'm just making sure you knew.
Yeah.
10.
10?
5.
5? Okay. Well, you catch sight Badger past him because you're closer to him. There's a room in the back, and that room just has a giant tub of blue paint and a bunch of, and a pile of stuff next to it that is just like shit he found in the gutter.
Interesting. Okay.
So what do you say?
Just sit back there dipping blue paint all day.
Careful, this stuff might be flammable.
I'm asking what's his favorite
bluing
D&D
it up
podcast.
all day. Sorry.
He's a reseller.
Probably high off of paint fumes.
I kind of want to start sussing him out.
Okay.
Just kind of, getting a vibe of like, we know that people don't like weavers, but I do want to know because I kind of have a hunch that nobody knows anything like about what's actually going on in Tirith from
So
like the
what do you-
propaganda.
What do you ask him about that?
Like I feel like it's,
Propaganda.
well, you said that, you said
Yeah.
that they were like they were propagandizing the
Yeah.
weavers.
You would feel that way for sure. Absolutely.
What do you want to ask him?
It's like I know like what I want to get out of it. I'm trying to think of how
Yeah.
to say it.
And on Wii, you can help if you want.
Just been hearing a lot of rumblings, coming from Tirith. Seems like some stuff's going on. Do you know anything about that?
Yes. I know so many things. I heard that there's an army out there.
An army.
Yes.
That doesn't do us well. We're heading that way.
Oh, be careful, my friend. There's a giant army of people.
Can you
Why?
Because Imsford's king was killed and they're pissed.
The king of Imsford was killed?
Where have you been, under a rock?
No, I've been traveling for quite some time.
Well, yes. Apparently, there was an assassination and he was killed. Sad. He was a king for a very long time.
And I'll look over at Badger and I would kind of furrow my brow and... Who would kill a king?
What a great question.
And are you sympathetic to their cause?
What an odd question. What a great question. I don't know. Like, who kills kings? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you kill somebody like that?
Well, unless there was no war previously going on.
No.
I'd like to take a gold piece and just kind of like slap it on the counter in front of him. And,
Oh, you want to buy blue?
and say, why indeed? Why indeed?
Oh,
I'll-
okay.
You immediately hear in your mind, careful.
More
Steel
so, like, I'm
yourself.
trying to figure out why this guy, like, how he knows so much more than everybody else. So,
I think. So roll an insight check real quick.
I talked to a little girl who might just not know things.
Be careful.
but the
talking to little
guard
girls.
didn't know anything was going on either, because I technically don't know about the girl.
No, I know.
Yeah.
19.
Oh,
wait,
on the
you said
dice?
insight?
Yeah. Okay.
Period.
So even though this dude.
Yeah, 22.
You beat the DC. You're fine.
Unless you have negative
Yeah. Even though this guy looks like he never gets out of his shop, somehow he is probably very gossipy. Okay?
Okay.
So, like, he's talking to you all hush and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, wants to know what you know type of thing. So, you're getting that type of feel. Like, he
Okay.
wants to gossip.
He's like an information.
Yeah.
Okay. I should have been able to tell by him reading his gnomish newspaper whenever we came in. It
Yes,
seems
he's very up on the
current events.
yeah. Well, he's reading the Merchant Street Journal, so
Okay.
he's hip too.
What race is he?
No,
Okay.
They're notoriously on
Um,
hips.
so what do you know? What do you know about that? I mean, are you from there? Like, why? Why would they kill the king?
That's
That's what we asked
literally
you.
why I asked you that question. We're heading towards that way.
Oh, are you gonna?
I've recently heard rumors about a war potentially starting.
Badger wants to know if he's gonna die too.
Well, I mean,
going to die.
you're very small, so you have kind of a chance that nobody notices you, or a chance that you get hit once and die. So I think it's 50-50. And it goes well. And he takes your gold coin, and he pulls out an exact looking coin that is
it
blue, and he gives it to you. Yes. He's like, tell you what, you flip this, whatever you call it, dead, not dead, and he gives it to
Okay.
you.
Well, thank you, sir.
Is it
I'll
a
cherish
gold-
this forever.
Is it a gold coin painted blue?
You'd have to scratch it and find out.
I'd like to think that there's like a little chip on the edge, so you can still kind of see the glint.
It is
of
not
the
gold. It's not gold.
Oh, no,
It's not gold.
He's not gonna sell you. He's not gonna
Very
take
true.
a gold piece and sell you gold plus paint.
Well, so I like the merchants talk, and I talk too, and I just think that Imsford is mad, and they are sending their armies somewhere. So maybe they know who killed their king.
But why keep it a secret from the world?
I don't know.
I think I already have a name for our party.
Oh yeah.
The Bald Brigade.
Because we're all bald.
Oh yeah. Nice. Okay.
Literally.
So, are you gonna buy something?
Oh, no, my friend Badger here actually stopped to look in.
Oh, okay. Well, if you don't have anything to say, you're not gonna, and you're done buying, then bye.
I'd like to kind of ask her. Later, Gator. And
Later,
just go out.
I really like Badger.
Yeah.
Alex really enjoys Badger.
I like
So-
to think that he's very chipper, but he'll stab you in the throat if he has to. He'll do
So the
anything
thing
for
you-
And then lick the blade like that, kind of crazy.
So, I'm guessing everybody kind of meets back up in the tavern.
Yeah.
I
Right?
did change
More or
my
less.
mind and all that. I would like to, instead of waiting for the one of the parents, to go and stand next to the bard
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of like wait for like when he's in between sets or something to talk to him.
Okay. You catch the bard in between a set, and he's drinking his drink, and he's trying to rest his voice. And what do you say?
Do you know? Sorry to be so blunt, but who an older owl trying to make her way to Tirith, and I've heard some scary tales about that place, and you deal in rumors, so I've heard. So I thought.
Oh yes. I've heard it is becoming quite dangerous. You look like your bones break easy.
You would be correct, and I worry that might be a threat.
Yeah, you better be careful there, lady. Yeah, you better be real careful if you're heading out that way. I heard Einstein's armies are on the warpath somewhere.
Ooh. And am I correct in assuming that their end goal is Banara?
I know it's not Sojit because they're, pretty buddy. So, I mean, if you're going to rule out Sojit, the next place is either Zasatan or Freudon or, I don't know, maybe they're going past Banara all the way to Turth, so.
Oh. Well, I guess so. If I'm aligned with Sojit, then they'd be quite friendly there.
I mean, they've been allies for 180 years, so.
What if Amsford were to attack one of Sojit's other enemies,
What?
or one of Sojit's other allies?
What other allies?
Oh, I thought Sojit was friendly with all of its bordered.
Oh, yeah.
Nations.
Sojit is friendly with everybody. It's the center hub for all the trade. I mean, that's why I'm making all this money here. But, yeah, I don't know. And he looks at you, and he looks at his hat that is flipped over, and he's like,
Oh, yes. Sorry. And he'll drop 2 gold in there.
okay.
Drops the blue coin.
Yeah.
I don't have
He
it.
takes another sip, and he's like, yeah, I mean, Sojit's got to be friendly with everybody.
Ooh. So, I guess I'm worried if even I should leave Sojit. With everything, tensions rising, would Sojit pick any sides or stay neutral?
I mean, between me and you, Lay, if I was Sojit leadership, if I was, that old turtle in that tower, I would stay neutral. But I don't know if she can. So we'll see. I don't know.
Oh, she might be forced to side with one of the sides?
I mean, she might be. I'm not sure.
What about the people? If you were trying to appease the people, if you were the leader of the land.
I mean, the people will follow what the leader does, And I really think she really just has to keep all of the really wealthy merchant guilds happy, right?
Oh, true. So I guess maybe Amsford because they provide more business, so I've heard.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, thank you, and your music is quite lovely.
Yeah, I know.
What's the name of that song? Who are you?
So, as each of y'all had an opportunity to kind of look around and gather some information, we reconvene with everybody meeting back up outside of the tavern. Your little jaunt into Kimataru really didn't cost you that much time, but are we going to press on, or are we going to try and spend the night here?
Would we be exhausted if we pressed on?
No, you only spent like an hour here.
Okay. So we still have what, like 3 hours?
You would
to
think about this: when you complete your journey to Tirith, you will have about 3 hours before you are start to get exhausted.
Did Hozut see a large number of merchants moving in that direction, or is it less than he might think there would be during the next day?
There's a
there
holiday
are
coming up.
still a bunch of merchants
Right.
moving that way. There are some merchant caravans that are getting ready to head out that way, and but vast majority of the merchants are moving east, not west. But there's still at least like
There's some.
20 caravans getting ready to move out.
As Hozut enters the inn, his cape billows behind him.
This dirty.
The dirt flicks off of it onto the walls. It smells of dung, just as he likes it. And he walks into the room and begins to share his plan with all of you. Hozut has been scouting merchant caravans moving to the west. Hozut believes that we may, as a group, be able to sneak aboard one of these caravans, pass Turth, and then approach as friends from the west.
Badger goes,
I'm really small, so that works for me.
Oh, I was like, why are you holding your nose? I get it.
I like it.
He grabs the cape and stops it from billowing.
hold it for
Over
a second.
sneaking onto a caravan, how do you anticipate them seeing us as friends?
You would
Hozut is
have
not trying to make friends with the
you would
caravan.
have a little bit left of your pass without trace if y'all wanted to attempt that sooner than later.
So you're saying we sneak on a caravan, get into town, and then just sneak off the caravan and meander about?
Yes, if it's not that long of a travel to there, I'm assuming they wouldn't check until they get to where they're going.
Yeah, it's not far.
Yeah.
Hozut feels we may even be able to rest. Hozut does not sleep, but he could watch.
Is that
Ooh,
what
that's
you,
creepy.
Watch me sleep.
I watch you
just like-
sleep. All right.
Oh, Zoot, you need to learn a little bit about social norms.
His eyes blink
Yeah.
separately.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm just picturing because he doesn't have. You said his mouth is just constantly open, so he's like.
And you're hearing it in your
The little
dreams.
chitter.
It's like worse than a fly buzzing in your ear at
Yeah.
night.
So is that what we want to do?
I think so.
I think so.
I like.
Okay, I need everybody to roll a stealth check.
You can add
Ooh.
10 to your roll because of pass without a trace.
On top of what you normally would.
Oh, so I'm gonna add 19 to my roll.
Damn.
Would I get
Chill out.
advantage with
Yeah.
my shell now that I'm wearing my
Yes.
billowing cloak?
Yes, you would.
Yeah.
Because I rolled a 3, so I got a
I
22.
needed that.
I got a 32.
Nat 20.
Whoa!
Damn.
36.
You said stealth?
Yes.
33.
So the lowest one was a 22, right?
That's not bad though.
I know.
Does that?
As you make your way out of town, and the guards eye you as you leave, you find a group of caravans that are getting ready to set out. One in particular is multiple caravans kind of set up like a train car with a group of oxen in the front that are pulling them. You are able to Ennui uses subterfuge and illusion to hide your approach as you make your way into the backside, the dark area of one of the caravans, and gently fall or gently slip into this caravan and find a spot for each of y'all. As soon as you sit down and find your spot, the caravan lurches and begins to move, and that is where we will take our break.
You may sleep now. Hozut will watch.
Do a latching?
Dream well. You will not die in the night.
I will watch.
I would hope not.
How much smaller am I than?
Are you a tiny character or are you a small character?
Small.
I'm small.
Y'all
So
both
we're the
small.
Same size.
Well, I was gonna say if I was a lot smaller than you, I'd like to think that I'd kind of use your feathers to cover up.
Sure.
So we are going to go on a
Raw
quick break,
Grandmother
guys.
Tishman
We'll be back in about 10. Don't go nowhere because I'm going to have a really fun surprise whenever you guys get back.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's
fun.
not my
Good
house
surprise.
catching on fire. Woo! Oh no!
Oh, terribly sorry. I didn't know anyone would be here while the stream was running. Give me a moment to tidy up. It's much better. Well, while you're here, we might as well take a moment to thank all of our members for supporting the channel and bringing this stream to life. A huge thanks to Tides of Mo, Brett Venable, Tabletop Beard, Grim Reaper, Atmos Seeker, Justinian of Darkport, Angel Jobert, Leah de Skyron, Corey of Darkport, Angel of Darkport, Dravian, Anthony Pace, Drazadi, Memebot 69000, Dutin 103, David Correa, Zebek Longfang, Aria Hamilton, Salmonella 68, Carolyn Mesco, Aaron Ann, Salty Revenge, Stan, XIVM, B. Bash, Brian Lavista, Rice in Soup, Lord Snow, Francesco Brambilla, Hyperpixel, She Inur, Mike Gaya, Nathan Jalchimi, Broken Fox, Big Head Bro, Ryan Morales, Crow, Almighty Zeus, Aaron Bratton, One-Eyed Goat 90, Emily, Yata Strike, Charlie Gardner, Grumble God, DZ, Devon Beard, Xanthox, Andy Oddman, Habits Heretic, Sparky Pilot, Alexandre Henriquez, Moon Goose McQueen, Mr. J, Lil Tired, because why not? 9 Drops, Danny HD002, Grog, Nicholas Lavelle, David Cron, Idle Mage, Stephen Boyle, Waddle On In, Just a Random, Grim Gaming, Zach DeLuca, Blandy8521, JT, Daniel Ortega, Gallad, Atlas, Pavel Castillo, Kyrie Williams, Patrick, Tenacious B, Manu DSTV, TJ Jazz 2000, Rafal Zejakowski, Jacob Erickson, Headspace Creations, Aaron B, Player Lord, Wild Song, Zargo Dan, Shadow Reaper, Justin Channels, Havoc, Conical Subset 3, Raf Nazil, Phil Sir 215, Father Krim, Hentai Enthusiast, Jarek Finch, Maria Magallanes, Vexa 45, 21111 Chris, Darius Sabayash, Owl Hatch, Casberry 2111, B2 Convoy 25, Caldery, Sergeant Rogue Timtress, Zell, Promfat Wyongi, Vector 9 Productions. Everything is Bijobu, Maps, John, Craft Blue, Oliver Josephson, Kyle Baryonyx, George Quevedo, A Fearless Monk, John Washburn, Cameron Dorset, Colt Nomad, Royal CJ, 3X Years, AEIOU, Bethany, Patrick Dooley Kelly, Stormier Elk, Sincerely Silas, Caudle, Jerome Grant, Maracuya, Fano Im, Dead Space, Crimson, Colin Inchler, Joe Glover, Swin Suin, Bloodstone Fortress, Arthur Trost, David Thomas, Captain Brownbeard, Rich Balls, Virgil Paulus, and Kevin Cow. You know, members get tons of unique benefits as well, like these weekly shoutouts and emojis that they can use in the stream chat, and a heaping helping of chaos points that can be used to, well, perhaps it's better to show you.
The most exciting feature for our live streams has come to YouTube. You can now roll dice live to help us in our adventures by using chaos that's built up by watching and interacting with the stream. All you need to do is keep an eye out for earning instructions that appear on our stream, and then spend those points by typing in the commands that correspond to the dice you'd like to roll. This feature is always available, no matter what campaign we're playing in, so be sure to hop in and help out our players because, well, they're gonna need it.
Thank you. You're all too kind, and the drinks are on me tonight. Ha ha ha! Oh, you must not have enabled gifted memberships. Let me show you how. What you'll want to do is make your way over to our channel page and then add /allow_gifts. From there, you can turn on the toggle for free stuff and join in the chaos. Now for my next tune, a little ditty about a dead necromancer named Pinky.
Hello, Drazad here. Oh my god, you have got to come check out all of our wares. We have so many different things. Help support the stream and get yourself some new magic items as well over at the Constructed Chaos store.
Greetings to all my bearded brothers out there. I'm Alex, also known as Constructed Chaos on YouTube, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about my friends over at Tabletop Beard. This family-owned beard oil company is run by 3 brothers that have combined 2 great loves of mine: tabletop RPGs and beard care. And it makes a lot of sense because, as I'm sure many of you know, growing and maintaining a healthy beard can be an adventure all its own. I started my quest back before I was even on YouTube, and I guess you could say I was stuck at level 1 for a while, constantly itching my way through life with a wild and unkempt beard and just trusting hairspray and regular shampoo to get the job done. Believe me, I was rolling nat 1s on just about every charisma check I made at that point. But eventually I started trying various beard care products like oils, butters, and balms, and I found some that worked well enough, but none of them really tied into my backstory. Not to mention my wife was constantly complaining about the smell. Then I was put on to the products from Tabletop Beard, and let me tell you, it was a match made in heaven. Or hell, depending on what kind of flavor you prefer. These guys use a premium oil blend of meadow foam seed, rosehip, golden jojoba, argan, avocado, and sunflower oils to create the most high-quality product that contains no cheap filler or artificial oils that you typically want to steer clear of. And each scent has been expertly crafted and matched to a familiar TTRPG style, so you know exactly the kinds of vibes you're putting out without the scents being too mundane or too overpowering. To top it off, all their products, oils, butters, and balms are made in small batches, so the quality control is top-notch, and so is the customer service. They're always looking for new ways to meet and exceed customer needs, and I've even heard that they have some new ideas cooking up behind the scenes. So consider this your session 0 and take some time to check out Tabletop Beard today. Truly, they're the only starting equipment that you need for your own successful beard care journey. Bear Dritz here, letting you in on a little-known ranger secret that'll keep you satiated in the wild, even when you have no rations left. Ew, not that. I'm talking about subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell icon. It's easy to miss the signs of a stream going live if you're not prepared. So make sure to do that and... What was that? Hold it right there, adventurer. We're looking for some deviants that refuse to like this video while they're still watching. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this heinous crime, would you? Well then, as you were, but stay out of trouble.
In a world of darkness exists Geramentum, a beacon of hope in the realm of Terra. Our heroes, all with unique pasts, live here and are connected by a common destiny to protect the dream. Welcome to Darkeport, an actual play production company. Our inaugural dark fantasy D&D campaign, Gold, Green, and Red, is inspired by the lived experience of War Medic and GM Angel Gamble. Subscribe to us now on YouTube. Live episodes stream every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
It appeared out of thin air when they found it, as if by the will of the plains themselves. A curious and mysterious bauble that has turned up time and time again throughout the ages. Some have studied it all their lives, hoping to unravel its uniquely fascinating magical properties. Many more have used its power for their own, though all falling victim to fate in the end. Now, it calls to you. By chance, by destiny, by desire, it matters not. It calls to you, and it calls to be cast from your palm, so that it might deliver unto you the unknown wonders held within.
How much longer are they going to... excuse me. Are they still not back? Wait there just a moment. I'll fetch them for you. The little chaos gremlins. You have people waiting, you know!
Welcome back, everyone.
Wait, it's not. Oh, it's not just you.
I hope everyone had a great break and that nobody died in the night as Hozut watches over you. But I figured I'd thank you all for such a great first stream by gifting 5 memberships to everybody. Yay!
Thank you.
I know it's a drop in the bucket compared to all of our great friends, XIVM, Grim Reaper, Anthony Pace, Dravian. Hopefully I didn't forget anybody, but thank you so much, everyone, for making this such a great episode 1 for this new campaign. I'm so excited and so happy to be a player. This is so much fun. But yeah, Brett, your go.
As we rejoin the party, the caravan travels kind of through the night, and everybody can hit the short rest button if you need to.
I want to look through these people's stuff.
Yes, and as you start to dig through everything in here, you find...
And I'll cast Detect Magic as well, in case there's any magic items in here.
Yeah, so you find a case, and this case is slightly glowing with magic, conjuration magic, and do you open this case?
Oh, definitely.
Inside are
Very much
a number
burn, shiny
of
things.
Yeah, inside are a number of sticks that are polished and about yay long, and they range in size from 7 inches to 13 inches, and they're polished sticks of different adornments, but one of them is glowing. Not those kind of sticks.
They're above average.
Not Pride Month anymore.
And this seems like a good chance
In
to...
Pride Month.
They're like way above average. Like way. Like even the smallest one is way above average.
Definitely 7 inches, bro.
Oh no.
I turn the case around to the group and I'm like, "Ooh, look! This looks important with everything all stowed away neatly in this one
Yes.
little box."
One of them. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
think we-
my French heritage wants to just French it up.
The Cajun French wants to drop the we at the end.
Yeah,
It's just,
exactly.
Can't you tell by my outrageous accent?
I can't stop saying. There's one glowing. It's a long, slender rod with a purple jewel at the end, and that jewel has a soft glow to it.
Does it have like a name on it? Like it's meant for someone? Like,
Yeah, it says
Dutton.
Dutton.
yeah, there you go. Who's Dutton?
Dutton? He's
Yeah,
the one
he's the one who
He's the one who
gifted
gifted it.
Oh, geez, I legitimately was like, Dutton, why does that sound?
Whose character? There's a little stream on it that says
Ever
for
been say.
Dutton from your loving parents. Good luck. Good luck at wizarding school.
Oh Ennui sheds a tear. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, he goes, mine.
Do you mind? Can I see that box for a
Yes,
moment?
of course.
Oh, great. And it's like in the middle of all of them, and I'll take that one.
I want to take the one that just looks the best to me
Yeah.
and just pocket that one.
That one has a skull at the end of it.
Oh, no, not that one.
No, not that one. Okay.
I want one that it's the most plain looking stick, but I would think
Put plain wand in your inventory.
Extra plain.
Extra plain.
It's a stick.
Yeah, it is a stick.
because I don't know that this is magical, so I'm like, ooh, I like this one.
Hozu kind of looks over your shoulder at the wand. Yes, Hozu thinks we should take this. Hozu hates nepotism.
Oh, jeez. It's not like his parents run the school. They're just sending him a gift.
So are we on the Hogwarts Express?
But yeah, flash this Dutton in a field of goblins with a wand that doesn't work.
Badger looks at how do you say your name?
Ennui.
Tishnan?
Oh, Tishnan?
Tishnan.
Yeah, and
Tishnan?
I'm just gonna be like, oh, that'd make great nesting materials. Good pick.
Oh, I hadn't even thought of that.
And then I will take the closest looking wand or stick to Tishnan's stick, just in case Tishnan decides to.
Put
Make a nest.
a normal wand in your inventory.
All right. Very regular.
No, his is
plain.
plain.
It's a wand of anti-magic.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So as you travel on, how do you figure out what this wand does?
Yeah, because you just detect magic. You just know it's magical. You don't know what it does.
I'll figure that out later, I think.
Okay, give me an Arcana check real quick.
Yeah.
While you have a downtime.
Do you look down the barrel?
That's
You
right.
pointed it at your
Are you
eye?
pointing it the right way? Yeah.
14.
Okay. There's a button on one side of it.
Okay.
There's a Dutton button.
There's a
Sorry.
there's an arcane ruin that looks like you can depress.
That's the safety.
Yeah. Just FYI. But you really don't know what it does.
It's
I
like
know it's conjuration magic.
Right.
No, I'll wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as the caravan rolls along, in a couple hours, y'all make it to the outskirts of Turth. Or as you peek your head out, what looks to be a small town. So this must be it. This is the. Y'all knew that once y'all got on the road and from hearing the merchants talk and everything, that the next stop was going to be Turth, and that was going to be that was going to be where they were stopping for the night.
Okay.
What do you do?
tuck and roll.
Hozu believes we should exit stage left.
Oh, okay. And I'll go to get out of the left side of the caravan.
Hozu will
Is
follow.
it your left or the driver's left?
The left.
Okay.
The left.
The left.
Are their traditional clothing still the same between the two cities?
Yes, multicolored robes, not like single color, but like everybody's wearing like different things. Once again, you can make out some guards. As you immediately you see that there are some of the red armored guards that you saw, the Sojit armored guards,
Yeah.
militia. And then roll a investigation check.
Are you okay?
7,
Okay.
What's your plus?
3.
Ooh. Okay. So you don't really pick up on anything else besides a couple guards here and there, and they're spread pretty far out. So what is everybody else doing?
I mean, I'm not fishing to roll the same thing. If that's our group roll, that's our group roll. But I'm scoping out the area. Have
How are you scoping it out? Are you gonna fly up into the area
has
again?
Innocent made it? Yeah, I mean, if I see like an alleyway that I can kind of sneak behind
Uh-huh.
to try and again like stealthily get into the air, I would, for sure.
Okay, so it's nighttime. So I would say you could probably fly up without, disadvantage of people seeing you. So give me a stealth check first, and then your next check is going to be a perception check.
What do you need? You want the chat? I'm trying to avoid.
We have so many.
Hey, we have 11, 13, 15, 15, 17, 18.
Dude, I'll take the 11 for a 19.
Okay.
Roll the 3, man.
That's
Okay.
Yeah.
And roll a perception check now.
Okay.
As you fly up into the air very quietly, you ascend and
Stop it.
14.
okay. As you survey the area and you make sure to stay not too high above the roof lines, and you survey the area, you do see that Turth is a small village, but it's alive with activity and trade. The village itself is a collection of small houses and buildings serving as a gateway to the west. And a massive wooden and stone bridge spans a giant river to the west of the village, standing as a true testament to Seducing engineering. The city is peppered with patrols of gleaming armored knights with blazing suns upon their tabards. Some look to be preoccupied with assignments, while others look to be policing some of the locals.
Is it just Suntouch, or do I also? I mean, there were some Sojit near where we were, but like, is it like an equal amount kind of throughout the town, or is there more?
There are more Suntouch here than there are
Sojit here.
Sojitan militia.
Okay. Cool.
And like I said, they're in patrol groups. And then every now and then you spot like single ones that are just like running to do something, and they're grabbing stuff and they're getting supplies, and other ones are like carrying scrolls and they're running over here, and some of them are squires, but obviously they're wearing the tabard, right?
Yeah.
And they're running, they're carrying scrolls, and
so there's a high
the activity here is crazy.
Yeah, okay. Do I, while I'm up here before I circle back down, are there any black threads?
Which direction are you looking?
Wherever the scribes are running to with the scrolls.
Would
I'd
he
be
see a
looking
black thread in the night?
I have dark vision.
Yeah?
Yeah, he would still see it.
You still see it. It's
Yeah.
pronounced, right? Okay. You actually see one black thread.
Going to where the scribes are like
It
bringing their
is
stuff?
it is across the river.
Let's fucking go.
From where we are. Okay.
That's fine. Let's go.
So
Across the.
is across the river still in town? Because I know like there's a bridge in the river and all that stuff.
No,
Or is it like
town is on this side of the river.
Gotcha. So, do I know how far? Is it like just across the bridge, or it's just like
So
it's just not
as
in
you
town?
look in that direction, you see thousands of pinpoints of light as you follow the thread down from the sky to what looks to be an encampment of an army, and quite literally like tens of thousands of men army. Small tents speckle the countryside, and the pinpoints of lights are torches outside throughout the encampment.
Cool.
And the thread gets lost somewhere in the middle.
Gotcha. So I will circle back down. Well, the Suntouch are definitely here. And it looks like they've brought at least one wayward thread with them in the encampment outside of town. Woohoo!
Badger will do it.
So we do have our mission to sow discontent, although I would also like to pluck the wayward thread if we can while we're here.
How far did the thread look into the camp from the edge?
It was in the middle, right? Yeah. It's smack dab in the middle.
You don't know, like, feet necessarily.
Do I have like a rough estimate, or I wouldn't have gotten
I
that?
mean, is far, like
I mean,
Hundreds of feet, basically.
yeah, like we're talking like
Yeah.
a half mile kind of a thing. Or are we
yeah,
talking
I would say
okay.
more along the lines of probably like in distance wise, like 3/4 of a mile, or something
so
like
it's
that.
like, okay, it's a good ways.
Like you would have, like y'all would have to cross the town. Y'all on the east side of town.
Yeah.
You'd have to cross the town. Once you cross town, there is a small little run up to the bridge as like a little buffer, and then you cross the bridge, and then on the other side of the bridge is the encampment.
So the town doesn't butt up against the bridge. So like there's a long ways.
I mean, I could always disguise myself as a guard, sneak in, do
I
more
can disguise myself as well.
surveying.
Can I ask a question?
Hozut can create a distraction.
How strong is our, I guess, like conviction with like weavers and stuff? Like we see a black thread, we gotta do.
Black
it,
threads
right?
are sever on site.
Like okay, so it's not like
But
let's
you've-
like go do the mission and then come back. Like we gotta do it. Right?
So I think in this case, right? In this case, you are not suicidal. Like
okay,
you to
Badger
go
doesn't think that far ahead,
you're going
so.
to be you want, if the opportunity presents itself, I think you have your main mission is to derail and disarm me, and then secondary is to get that thread.
Okay, so it isn't priority one.
No, I would say it's secondary.
Okay,
But when Alex says sever on site, if you get within
If we get
striking,
close.
if you get within
Yeah.
striking
Yeah.
distance, you might want to.
Like we don't want to take it out despite our mission.
okay.
Like
correct.
mission is still a priority.
I wasn't sure if it
Yeah.
was like you see it, you gotta like kamikaze and just
No,
Not quite that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is definitely now priority number 2 though.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
That's a good question, though.
Yeah.
How are we gonna sow discontent?
Well, they might not be too happy with so many Sun-Touched occupying their city.
Hozut feels that perhaps we could frame the warriors of Inniset as they framed our people, laid a trap for our brethren.
Did we not kill their king though?
Hozut sees it as us carrying out our calling.
It was definitely a just, but I don't know if we've been framed.
Well, technically, we didn't do anything. So we're good.
Now, the Oracle did tell you that there were weavers were sent to kill him as a wayward thread, and there was a
There's
trap.
Yeah.
Like it was a setup.
Hozut struggles with the semantics of correct and not correct. The loom guides.
So are you saying that we take out some Sojit people and frame the...
I'll say very quiet, like very softly. Badger will do it.
I'll put a wing and say, well, let's not be too hasty now.
You seem very dumb.
So
Yes,
I
this
will
Badger.
Hey,
tell
he's
y'all.
chipper, but he's down for the cause.
I will tell y'all. You know this army is here, but you don't know what their plans are. You see a lot of Sun-Touch gathering supplies, talking to merchants, buying up their wares, doing those things. Let's see.
Perhaps first, Hozut feels we should ascertain who this black thread is. Perhaps they have a hand in this.
Yeah.
As the fates draw us closer, oftentimes dark threads are woven together. Perhaps this is part of our larger mission.
It is definitely not a coincidence. Who?
So then Badger and I sneak in disguised.
I do have a disguise kit. I could do my best as long as I don't have to show my arms.
Can
Because they're wings. Like, I don't know how I would disguise.
Hozut can watch from a distance and guide you into the appropriate locations and enact a distraction should all else fail.
Yes, or I can be sky support.
Can you fly above us, Tishnan? and I can keep a line of message
Oh,
open.
as can I.
Perfect.
As I'll message you and say, as can I.
So how far or like the closest like sun touch? Are there some kind of in town like near where we are?
Everywhere.
They're kind of
Okay.
they're scattered throughout and they're moving around. And they're like I said, there's also like squires running around, like gathering supplies and like running things. Give me an investigation check.
Yeah, do the people seem bothered? Like the locals of the town?
Give me an insight check.
16. I have like a Badger doesn't plan, but Badger doesn't plan. Part of a plan.
Gator, don't take
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. Badger wants to get around, walk around, fucking. So with your investigation check, you wanted to know the sun touch if they're what?
Well, like I want to look around now that they're like, if they are like out and about the town, like wherever we are, I want to find one that's like, are there any that are like relatively small in size where if I would use disguise self, I could look like?
Yeah, there is a squire that is haggling with a cartographer very near you, and he's like, "Listen, man," and he's probably like 14, 15 years old, but he is talking like a grown man. He's talking to a grown man like he is a child. All right, and said, "Listen, we're here on a mission from God, and we need these maps, and you're going to sell them to me, or else I am going to have to get my commanding officer." And the guy responds to him. He's like, "Listen, Sonny, I draw these maps. I know where the things are, and you're not getting your hands on them for less than 50 gold."
Perfect. My plan is, I found the perfect person. So I would.
Do we all hear this, or is it just?
Just him. He's investigating.
So I want to kind of stay off in the back and
He can tell you all.
I want to follow him. Or I'll tell them. I guess quietly, so I won't shout it. But like, I'm following this guy. And I'm gonna like stay back, and I'm gonna wait for him to go somewhere.
From like across the street, he's like, he seems like a good target.
I'm over here rolling dice, like-
take him out.
Can Hozoot sort of like size him up and see how sturdy this squire looks?
He looks like a level 1 squire.
Okay.
Looks like he's getting a dagger to the throat.
I would like to stay close, but kind of go to the shop that he was, the cartographer's shop. Just
He's
after
still
me.
there. He's not leaving without the maps.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna follow him with my.
He didn't go anywhere. He's
He's
staying.
still
He's
haggling.
staying. He's
Okay,
haggling.
so-
He's haggling with this guy. He's like,
Okay.
he's
well then-
like, I will not go back and get in trouble for the likes of some Sojichan cartographer.
Oh, so he's racist too. Okay. You're getting what's coming to you.
Yeah. No, I don't feel as bad.
Yeah. Worth it.
You have something.
So
in
do
that
I need to
head.
prompt this guy to like I need to intervene probably to get him to like.
I have a thought, but it might be a bad idea.
Yeah, Caleb,
like
what
to
did
hear
you
that
roll
But
earlier?
I'm also bored, so
What'd
Yeah.
you roll?
just spice stuff up. A
What'd you roll?
6, it doesn't matter.
If he's still haggling with him,
Hoping
I'm
we
gonna
forgot
walk up to this guy and I'm gonna say to the not the shopkeep but the Soji squire.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, "Oh, you're being quite rude to this man. This is his home. This is his wares. He gets to set his price. If you don't like it, don't buy it. You might want to go back now." And whenever I say go, I'm gonna cast command.
Nice. Get him. Assist.
Wait, no, command's not like friends.
No.
No, command is
right,
telling
yeah.
him like.
No, but
Leave.
they don't know that they've been commanded. I don't think.
They
your
may know
DC?
after.
14.
You
It's
don't have
wisdom
long
save.
enough.
I don't think it is. I
He
don't think it is.
passes barely. Like,
Okay.
so what happens when
I'm reading
does
it. So
he
you
know?
speak one word within range. Target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or fall. The spell has no effect on the target. It's undead, or if it doesn't understand your
It doesn't-
language.
They don't know.
What? It says they don't.
No, they don't know that they've been.
It doesn't say that they do, but it doesn't
Right.
say that they
Okay.
don't.
Because friends says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So-
DM discretion.
Yeah. So he turns around and he's like, Who in the hell are you? His mother?
I'm younger than you.
He doesn't pay any mind. He turns around back to this guy and grabs this dude and says, and pulls out a coin purse of like, and he shakes it and he's like, here. And he puts it in the guy's hand while he's still holding them, and then grabs his stuff. And he's like, what you wanted? And he pushes the guy back, and he takes the maps and takes off.
So he pushes the guy. I am assuming you're following the guy that stole the maps.
Yep.
When you run, I'm gonna.
He didn't steal them. He paid for
Or
them.
he
You
stole
paid
it.
under market.
Yeah,
price.
I'm gonna message real quick to you. When you take him out, grab the maps, and then I'm
Got it.
gonna turn back to him and say, I'm sorry, they were so rude.
He
This is
sh-
your home.
He shakes the pouch and he's like, yeah, but you know, those maps weren't that expensive anyway. I was just messing with them. But yeah, I hate this, man. These
You're allowed
These-
to set your own prices.
these assholes think they own the world and think just because we're allies that they can just come in here and demand whatever they want.
Doesn't seem very allied to me. They came into your home and are demanding things of you.
Yeah, you're right. That's exactly what I was saying.
Yeah, it's not not friendly. It seems like they just want to do what they want to do.
I mean, they have deep pockets, though. I mean,
Not that deep. I mean, obviously.
like I said, I just turned a really hefty product. Are you looking for a map?
No, I just saw him being quite rude to you whenever he's in your home.
Well, they're all being rude. So they're pissed because somebody killed their king.
Yes, but you guys didn't.
No, but we do stand to make a good bit of money on them passing through.
Yes, and then you'll have no supplies.
You know how
or
many
no
maps
goods.
I sell in a year?
That's fair. Well,
He's like the welcome to Sojit.
Yeah.
Center.
Map
He's
to the
handing out pamphlets.
stars. Yeah, map to the stars.
And I
I,
bet you $10. I know where you got those shoes.
I'm glad he at least paid you some, but I'm sorry he roughed you.
Well, I appreciate that, but do you want a map or not?
I don't. I'll be on my way. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Just so it's not forgotten, and I know you're tailing him too, but I'm gonna be a little bit behind. My longbow's got 150-foot range, and the second that squire goes down an alley with limited visibility,
Okay.
I'm gonna try and take a shot from a hidden position.
Okay, so roll a stealth check, and you're following them.
So, actually, like, as Tishnan is talking to the shopkeeper, and you still, I'm assuming, have, like, the bag of coins, like, in your hand, I want to, yeah, like, as you're, like, shaking it and stuff, I'm just gonna, like, kind of, I'm still following the guy, but as I'm following him, I'm gonna bump into the shopkeeper, and I'm gonna try to, like, steal some of the gold.
Okay, so
That's 11.
so this is gonna be a disadvantage.
Trying to make
'cause
these
he's,
people
like,
our friends.
holding.
We have chat rolls.
Okay, he's holding it in his hand. He's holding it in his hand. So like you're blatantly like walking up, and it's like I don't think you can put your hand in the pouch, right? To steal
So I
some
take,
of.
like, a few gold.
Yeah, you're gonna probably just have to like take the whole
Yeah,
I'm
pouch.
probably not gonna take a few, and then you'd be like, "He's so cheap. He just gave you 2
Not
gold."
to play devil's advocate here, but you might be able to like slice the bottom.
Nah,
of
if
the
you do
pouch
that,
and,
if
like,
you
I was
do
thinking
that.
Indiana Jones, like,
swap
and then
it.
like an apple. You know?
If you want to try and slice it, you can slice it.
Okay.
It is gonna be a disadvantage though.
Okay.
Because the guy literally just got this bag of gold and he has it in front of him like this.
What if I
So-
help him with Mage Hand?
If you help him with no, it's still disadvantage.
Damn, I tried.
It's hard. Like,
I
that
know.
that is hard.
I rolled. I got a
So-
25
so
for
21
stealth.
is-
I took a 16.
21 is the disadvantage.
Okay, well, roll.
It's
I
a plus
need
11.
I need your roll.
Sleight of hand.
No,
That was a sleight of hand.
that was a
Oh,
slight hand.
that was it. Nice.
Yeah.
Scared he's got to be
I rolled
Um,
an 18 and then a 10.
crazy.
What I need you to do is roll 5 d10.
Let's see how much of the gold you get.
hate that all my dice fell out of my bag.
Okay, you can roll that.
Oh, sweet,
as
thank
you
you.
walk
That's 4
walk
of them.
by,
Okay, so
that's gonna be how much gold you get. As you walk by, you make a small cut on the backside of the bag, and as some of the coins fall out, you quickly catch them into your cape and kind of just pocket them without a sound.
Okay, 2 5s, 2 6s, and a 9.
Whatever
Wait,
that
oh,
is,
so all
that's how
adds-
much gold
yeah,
you got.
calculate?
22 plus 9 is
31.
31. Yeah.
So since you stayed and did that, then you couldn't have like tailed the other guy because the other guy was on his way. As Hozu, as this guy, you kind of moved your way up ahead stealthily and lined up with an alleyway, and you pick up and take a shot. Roll. I guess do you roll with advantage? Because you're hidden?
If I'm
yeah,
hidden,
he
I
doesn't know.
believe so.
Yeah, roll with advantage.
Um,
Roll the hit.
For what it's worth, I am going to take that vial out that I
Yeah.
had earlier. I'm gonna. He kind of flares his cape open. It now billows instead of just like going wide, and he's got like a bunch of accoutrement inside of his vestments, and lined with his scarab-like carapace, which makes this circle, is the bow that he sort of detaches from the side. He draws his longbow with this arrow that's laced with a bit of poison. And for the record, I want to go for like non-lethal. I'm basically trying to poison him and knock him out.
Trying to like hit him in the ankle and the Achilles heel.
Is that the
Yeah.
green
Yeah.
Stuff
It's a
that-
Pin him to the ground.
paralysis
Nice.
poison.
And so that is going to be a 25 to hit.
It definitely hits.
and this level 1 squire, I would think, might die.
He does need to make a con save for the poison,
Okay.
He needs an attitude.
and then he needs to make a separate strength save.
Okay. And he fails both. I rolled
Okay.
3s on both of those.
So an arrow flies through, sticks him, I'll say, in the back of the leg.
Yeah.
And as soon as he begins to fall over, a swarm of like low, it almost looks like a dust cloud, but it's like these little termites sort of cushion his fall and move him 15 feet into a direction that is hidden to kind of hide his body.
How much damage does he do?
Well, I can roll that.
And like
It's a lot.
how much damage does the poison do and all that stuff?
Poison does 2d8. My bow does 1d8 plus 4 for my modifier, and then 1d6 for
I don't know if you can like
not kill him.
I don't know, yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll these then. That's pretty low. 12 plus 4, 16.
Yeah, that kills him.
Oh shit!
He had 10 hit points. Like
Hozoot does not know his own strength.
yeah, as the,
Oh,
as
if he had 10, that's not double his hit points.
He's not. He's on death saves.
yeah. Oh yeah. He's not like dead outright. Well,
Okay.
I mean he's in death saves. But I was just wondering I really wanted to see if you didn't strike him hard enough, like if he cried out type
Yeah.
of thing. Yeah. So, the arrow sails through the air and catches him in the back of the leg, and he stumbles and falls. And as the poison courses through his body, you see him lock up and fall to the ground. As your termites just cover him like a dark carpet, and just scoop him up and move him. Where are they moving him to?
They're gonna move him to wherever is most hidden. Like if he's in an
15
alleyway,
feet of
maybe
his
it's like
drop.
sucked up close to the wall or behind some. Paraphernalia.
Make a stealth roll.
Okay. Big dice time.
And you'll get a message that's, oh no.
I already took my reaction for the stealth. I think it's only fair that I take this one. It is going to be a 8.
So they hear termites haphazardly like shove this guy.
A trash can falls over.
And
They like gently catch him and then
Yeah,
slam him
exactly.
into the wall.
That's exactly how that goes. And the loud sound kind of alerts some of the people in the area as the party reaches threat level 1.
Oh no!
So
Sorry, guys.
threat level 1 and things that you do can lower and increase your threat levels. Threat level
sorry.
1
Okay,
is just going to require extra questioning from any of the guards and Suntouch that you meet. They'll be more suspicious of you.
Okay.
Threat level 2 is going to be, I got a bad feeling about this. That means that the NPCs will have advantage on wisdom and charisma against the party. Threat level 3 means you got fingered. So
gross.
They know who you are,
We don't
and
know
they know who you are, and they know you're here. Okay, so active patrols that are looking for you. Threat level 4 is search and destroy. Not only, and all of these things are cumulative. Okay.
Yeah.
The threat level 4, the party has disadvantage on stealth and charisma checks. So not only they have advantage,
Yikes.
you have disadvantage, and they're actively looking for you, and they know what you look like.
They have
We don't want
helicopters,
that.
They have
Yeah.
tanks.
Yes.
Full GTA.
Yeah. Exactly.
Period.
So, considering the great sacrifice that
Awesome.
Hozut made to clear the way a little bit, he'll kind of go over and try and gather up the maps that this person had, and kind of glance at them as he begins to try and stealthily make his way over to Badger's position.
So, all of these maps are from East Sojit, where you just came from. And all of these maps are talking about hidden paths through the mountains that surround the main road, talking about hidden strongholds that have been lost and forgotten to time that could potentially garrison this army. Military positions
In
is-
Sojit.
in Sojit.
Are each of the maps talking about one specific location?
No, it is the whole entire border of Sojit. Where
Well, I'm saying,
Sojit-
like, does each map talk about one location? I know it's
yes,
talking
Or is it all copies
like
of the same
it's
thing?
kind of like there's sections, and if you put them all together, then you get like one big
whole
long map of the border of Sojit and Florian, the border of Banara and Sojit, and the border along the mountains in the forests of Zashistan and Sojit.
Would I gather that any of the locations in particular would be a little bit more disadvantageous than another?
Yes, but
Yeah.
specifically, it is calling out. You gather that this is more the advantageous stuff, and pointing out the not advantage, the disadvantaged stuff, and the advantage. Like put your people here.
Mm-hmm.
The
Don't put
strategic,
'em
it's a
here, right?
strategic map.
Nobody knows about this trail
Yeah.
type of thing.
It's a
So-
good one.
Yeah. I think I know what you're thinking.
Well, what I'm thinking is like, so my plan was take this squire out that's like my size ish. If I use disguise myself as him
Yeah.
with these maps that he needed to bring back. Does anybody have some, or can I ask if anybody has like a spell or something that they can do to make fake maps like that would not be the advantageous spots, like basically ones that would have the opposite
You want a
effect for the
forgery
sun-
kit?
Yeah.
You want a forgery kit, or you want a cartographer's tools?
So I can,
Nobody has that though, right?
No,
I
I can
know.
minor illusion, but as soon as they go to touch the maps, they'll know.
Okay, because I wanted to bring fake maps to them because one, it would get me in, and two, it would
We could
sabotage
try to
them.
pay off the guy who made the maps.
Yeah,
but-
you just made good friends with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I stole.
Yeah, you stole his
You
money.
don't know
I'm
that.
not gonna try. Or can I go use
So
his
I'll-
own money to try?
You
Hozut
can
makes
try.
his way over to you and begins to pass the maps off. Maps are not Hozut's specialty, but perhaps we can use these. As well, the squire is sleeping.
You didn't kill him.
Hozut is not sure.
Badger will make sure.
Give me a
That's probably a
survival
good
check,
idea, Badger.
Hozut.
I kind of wanted to follow up. and
Should
stab
probably,
him
yeah.
anyway.
That's
19.
This is how well you hid that body. Just FYI.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I know that body's there? Well, I
No,
I'm
because he told you he's
280.
sleeping.
Oh, true. Okay. Because I was
Okay.
gonna follow up with a little knife. Knife action.
Okay.
Okay. So I have the maps now.
You have the maps.
the map.
Man, and I have the
Hozut is going to skulk away.
So one thing that we need to keep especially when you all are close to this army,
Mhm.
be very mindful of where y'all are.
I would be making my way to wherever they are at this point after talking to the cartographer.
I'm going to go back towards the caravan where the oxen are specifically.
Okay.
And look like I'm tending to them, like I might be, somebody that
farmhand or something.
yeah, farmhand
yeah.
or something of the like.
What you doing, Onwe?
Oh,
I have a shirt that says, "If you don't have anything nice to say it in French." And I almost wore that.
That's good. So I kind of want to go find another Sun Touch.
Okay.
But I also don't.
I mean, y'all can split up. I just want to give you an opportunity to do something.
I feel like it might be smart to split up because if we look like we're conspiring, it might be suspicious.
That's a good point.
No, I'll go meet back up with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be suspicious and don't be suspicious.
I might disguise myself as the map maker and come back with you
Well, I'm gonna. Oh, okay.
and offer to
Okay.
be like,
Because I was gonna try to get Tishnan to. I feel like if anybody's gonna be able to. Shit, I have the goal.
no, he has to.
You could give me the
He's
gold,
our
too.
radar.
Yeah,
He's
but
not-
like he's the one that made. Tishnan's the one that made friends with the map maker. I'm the one who.
You can, like I said, you can also like give me the gold.
Nah,
Yeah.
it don't matter no more.
Because I think that would be. Because if we're trying to make fake maps, unless you were saying that you were gonna come with me and make fake maps, right? I'm really into this plan.
Are we
I
all
was
talking
gonna
about?
say-
Are we all talking about this right now?
I don't know.
Or us three talking about this?
Yeah.
Like, are we discussing this?
Well, I
plan?
was gonna say, what we could also do is, we could lie and just say that like I didn't have any maps drawn or somebody
I've got an idea.
came. Go for it.
We give me the maps. I say that jackass squire sat down somewhere and is taking a quick little break. I got them. Can you quickly change these as a prank? Because when he brings them to his commanding officer, they'll know that they're fakes or whatever, and be like, and he'll get in trouble anyway.
And you have your maps back.
And, well, no, he's gonna change them, and then I go and put them back with the squire. So like the squire's still gonna deliver them. Because I don't want to tell him like, hey, change these, but it's gonna be like we're gonna play a prank on this squire. Basically, is what I'm gonna try to tell him.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna
So
bring
like
in.
he doesn't know the squire's dead, right?
Yeah.
So I say, I snuck these away from him while the squire's taking care of another errand. Quickly change them. I'm gonna put them back in the squire's pocket, and he's gonna bring them to his commanding officer, and it's gonna be a funny little flub, and he's gonna get fussed at.
So we're not actually okay. I like that.
Are you healing the squire?
No, he's gonna disguise himself as a squire.
I'm gonna be the squire.
I'm lying to the cartographer.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna lie to the cartographer.
I can spare the dying, but I can't heal.
Yeah, no, sorry. I'm gonna lie to the cartographer that's what they're doing, just to get him to change the maps.
Yeah, the map.
But I might need the gold to like pay him to do it.
Boy, that's a good plan. How much gold do you think you need?
all the gold you stole.
I mean, just give whatever you took from him, and I'll give back whatever I don't use.
Sure. Okay. 21 gold. Nobody knows that it was 31. I'm only giving you 21.
Oh, okay. I totally thought that's how much it was.
So you're gonna go back and try and talk to this guy, right?
Yes.
Okay. You again?
Yeah, and I'm gonna come a little rushed, and I'm gonna say, "Oh, okay, I've got to actually, okay, I did something maybe that I shouldn't have."
Okay.
And I'm gonna lay the maps out, and I'm gonna say, "I snuck them away from him while he's running another errand. I thought it'd be
that kid
from the squire. Yes, I thought it'd be really funny if you like messed up some of the information on here, and then I give it back to the squire, right, without him knowing, and then he gets in trouble with his commanding officer
Before you do that,
to get back at him for being rude to you."
Sorry for interrupting. Can we keep one so that we have the right information?
Well, they all have different information.
It's all
by the
different.
way.
different
It's
areas.
not the same. It's
They
not
all,
copies of
they
the
all
same
make
map.
one big map.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of like little
Yeah.
maps.
like regional maps.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we just want nobody.
Right.
Okay. I was thinking it was just like a bunch of copies for like the army.
Roll.
We would definitely pay you for it.
Okay.
Oh, his eyes get big. Roll a
Persuasion.
Thank you.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah.
One of them words.
One of them P words.
Yeah.
PP.
Oh.
19.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, I think that would be pretty funny. Like, but I'm not gonna do that for free. Like,
Oh, yes, I'll pay you. We just have to do it quick before he leaves and notices that they're gone.
all right, well, same price that it was for him.
Okay, well,
It's 60 gold.
he was saying that he wasn't going to pay 30 gold for it.
No, he said that was 50. He said we didn't want to pay 50, and he ended up paying me 60.
Hozu doesn't think this is the time to haggle.
Someone didn't give me enough gold to pay 50.
I didn't have 50.
Yeah, but together we would have. Yes, can you get started? I'll be right back. Here's I can give you 30 now.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then 30, you'll get the maps back. But I'm gonna scratch my name off of these.
Oh, okay. That's smart.
I'm gonna put somebody else's name on.
Okay. And then I'm gonna duck back to wherever we were hiding and discussing, and I'm gonna be like, I need more money. I think I need all of it, and I might need some from you too.
I have 20 gold.
Don't worry, I'm stealing it after.
Oh God.
How much more do you need?
So I'm at 33. He's got 24. That'll put me at 57. So I need 3 more.
Oh, yeah, okay. Got you. 3.
Okay.
I'm at 0.
I'll snap my fingers and just 3 gold coins pop out of the shadow by you.
Cool. And then I'll run back, and so I already gave him 30. So I'll give him the other 30.
It's gonna take me a little while.
How much time do you need?
At least like an hour.
Okay. I'll be back.
And what do you want? You just want to mix all these things up?
Yeah, I kind of glanced at them. I think some of these say that this is secretive or whatever. Just like maybe erase some of the stuff and like, or like say that it's a well-known, well-traveled path.
Give me hold on a second. Okay, yeah. Give me a insight, opposed insight check.
A what insight check?
Opposed insight check. He's trying to figure out like why you want to do this.
Oh, an opposed. Okay.
What's up, chat?
13, 15,
Burn them
16,
through.
So I have a +9, so this would be a 17.
Burn them through.
I think you go high on this. We
Okay, so
need
what
this.
do we have?
take the +5.
Okay, so
Keep
17
on
plus
coming,
5,
Chad. They can eat
22.
them.
22. I use my
Oh
reaction.
yeah, definitely. Yeah. He starts laughing when he starts eyeballing you. He's like,
I know.
we're gonna get that son of a bitch.
Yes.
Yeah. And he turns around and starts drawing.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna run I'm
So you
slowing
got,
him down and distracting him. I'll come back in an hour to get him
yeah,
out.
exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So what else are we doing?
I don't really know what else to do.
Question. Can I, if I use Mage Hand, can I use Mage Hand and try to steal some gold?
Do you have the invisible mage hand?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's
would
arcane
also advise
trickster,
you-
so he can.
I would also advise you to wait until after we have the maps back.
Gotcha.
Just in
Yeah,
case
okay.
he catches you and he
Good
gets
call,
pissed.
good call. So, like I said, you kind of don't know their plans. You kind of don't know exactly what they're doing, where they're going. So you're still kind of in information gathering.
Yeah.
Is there like a tavern that there seem to be a
There
lot
is
of
taverns.
Sabotage going into?
There is a couple taverns, and some of them, one of them in particular, the Skin Cat has quite a bit of rowdy, boisterous sun touch there.
Did you see the name of this establishment is the Skinned Cat?
Mm-hmm.
Did we have an hour for him to finish the maps?
Yes, that is correct. It is late at night. Most of these sun touch coming in and out of this place are very drunk.
Willing
and
to
very
spill some
rowdy.
information.
You see, as we walk up to it, Ennui still in their long, traditional cloak, if you will. We'll see 2 bumbling, sun-touched stumble out of the tavern. And he'll kind of look over at his companions and guess we'll get more information here. And materialize into a sun-touched guard uniform.
Okay.
Nice.
I will immediately separate because I can't do that.
Hozut shoots him.
Hozu uses his mandibles and bites your head off.
Actually, poisoned.
Did you just have sex?
Okay. So is everybody breaking off?
Hozut's staying by the caravan in case we need a distraction.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit and then go in. I just don't want to go in with him if he's dressed as a sun touch because I'm not.
Yeah.
So you're going in by yourself and your disguised self, right?
Yes.
Okay. Are you a commanding officer? Are you a regular guy that you just saw leave?
No, I'm approximately, probably, let's say a, what was he, 13 or 15-year-old?
Oh, you're the
Squire?
kid?
boy?
You want to be the squire?
I might as well be.
Okay.
Also, I will have detect magic active.
Okay.
Yes, disguise self's not
Oh, it's not
concentration.
concentration. Okay. I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
as you walk into this tavern, like I said, it is a rowdy bunch. We are probably somewhere in the neighborhood of like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night.
Okay.
Everybody's really drunk. The Sun Touch are probably like 60% of the people in here, 60, 70% of the people in here. There are a bunch of different types of Sun Touch. A bunch of them are drunk, but there is probably a handful of them scattered about that are stoically just almost keeping an eye on the other ones.
Is there anybody in here that looks like they would be an officer?
Yes. There's at least 2.
Okay.
What do
I'll go
do?
up to the bar.
You run to the bar?
No, I would like go up to the bar as if
Okay.
I'm like,
As you come up to the bar, there's a short little Sojishan man, and he's running this bar by himself. Obviously not used to all this business, but like he is just, his wife's in the back cooking food and getting food out as fast as humanly possible while he is running back and forth getting as many orders as he can while he also tries to make as much money as he possibly can. And you can kind of tell from him dipping flagons into his kegs that he has that he's reaching very low to his kegs.
okay. I'll call him over, or I'll kind of wave whenever he has a second. And I'll order a keg and some nachos. Not a keg, sorry.
Tankard.
A tankard.
Thank you.
Yeah. And some, what'd you say, nachos?
Yeah, I don't know. Trying to think of bar food, you know.
Yeah, I got you.
Cheese curds.
All right, come right up. It's gonna
Some
be
protein.
come right up. It's gonna be 1 gold for that. And he runs off and puts in the order with his wife. Nachos.
Oh, some corn crispers and sour milk coming right up.
Sounds like cereal.
I'll throw a gold on the back of the bar so it's not on the front where somebody could grab it.
Gotcha. Okay.
I just imagine.
What else would you like to do?
Just be an
Is
asshole.
this place lit by candles?
Yes. There's a big there's a big chandelier, but like the old chandeliers where it's just a ring of candles.
Yeah.
Kind of pulled up in the top with a rope going off to the side.
Okay. Is there like in like a corner in particular, or even just like against a wall? Is there an area where like there's like a candle lighting that area?
Yeah, all around the outside perimeter there's candles.
Okay, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I'll stay at the bar while I'm waiting, but every like minute, I'll use prestidigitation and cause one of the candles to blow out. So there's like one corner or like one part of the wall where there's an empty table that's just a little bit more dimly lit than the rest of the bar.
So in about 10 minutes, you'll have a corner of the bar that kind of, you find the corner where there's like some passed out guys and stuff like that. And you slowly but surely start snuffing out candles. And give me a stealth roll. I rolled pretty good.
Chat, please.
18.
Okay.
18?
Oh, he took
Yeah.
a chat roll. I see.
18 total?
Yeah.
If you hear key clicks,
Yeah. So 18 total. One of these guards sees you do it. You're in a room full of guards and like you're actually casting a spell. And one guard sees you good and he's like, "Hey, what you doing?"
Messing with the other passed out soldiers. What else is there to do in this town?
"What's your name?"
What's your name?
I knew it.
You forget your name?
No, fuck you,
Why
Brett.
Squire!
not? Get more intense.
Yeah.
Uh,
Squire!
he obviously doesn't know it.
Josh,
What company are you with?
the third.
Who is your commanding officer? What are you doing here? Like, gosh, ain't you supposed to be doing like? You see other squires in here?
No, I just...
Yeah, they're all supposed to be working. What
Yeah.
are you supposed to be doing?
Well, I was retrieving some maps for the commanders back at the tent, and I brought them back, and because I was able to get them, they sent me off to break. I can't think of the words I'm trying to use. They sent me off duty.
Off duty?
Yeah.
We're at war, son. We're never off duty.
What are all of these soldiers doing here? Then there's like 6 of them passed out in
Those
that
are
corner.
soldiers. You're a squire.
Right. So you guys are more important in the war than I am. And they're passed out.
Are you talking back to me?
No, sir.
Are you getting smart with me?
No, sir.
Drop on the ground. Give me 10.
Immediately drops on the ground and
Roll.
You know what's
Roll a
coming.
strength check.
Baited.
Push us.
Oh no.
Threat level 2. Here we go.
Hey, you said what is it?
Strength saving throw.
Oh.
Or athletics, if you want to use athletics. I don't.
10.
Just what you needed.
You were doing 10 push-ups.
So
You
as,
almost did 11, but that
Yeah.
-1 dropped you back down.
as you
You were almost a show-off.
barely get your last one up, and you're like,
Can I roll
10.
deception to show how good I am at my push-ups?
That would be performance.
Oh,
but
never mind then.
as you get to the 10th one, he drops a armored boot on your back and slams you to the ground. And it's like, you get out of here and get back to work.
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you made yourself a little kid to come into a bar.
That's fair. I didn't consider that.
That's fair.
I remember my.
Am I in the bar at this
Yeah,
point?
I'll
Do I see this happening?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm just like, oh shit.
I don't know him.
I'll literally leave and immediately walk back in as actual ennui.
Okay.
Full traditional cloak cut.
All right. So you run out like a scared little boy, and drop your disguise in the alleyway and come back in as.
Wait, is
I'm
or
in.
Well, you're not. I know. You're in the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I would go back in.
Okay.
I mean, you have message too if you wanted to like ask me something.
No, I know, but I would just if I saw you. I would.
All right. What are we trying to do? You see, as soon as you come back in, you see the shopkeep run up with nachos. Somehow he made nachos in a flagon, and he's like, "Okay," and he throws in the trash.
Oh no! They
And
were covered in
he-
spoiled milk.
Yeah, he pours the ale back in the
Are there
keg.
are there any non-sun touched in the bar as well that like saw that transpire?
Yes,
Am I close enough to one of them that I could kind of be like, "Geez, that was
absolutely.
cool." Yeah. Okay. I'm working to sow discontent,
Yeah,
but in Sojit, so that maybe they start
Right.
infighting.
Fun.
So I'm gonna be like, you saw how they treated that little kid. That is terrible.
I mean they treat all their squires like that. Where you been?
I know, but I mean, like,
They've been here for 2 days.
they act like
and-
they own the place.
I can hear this. I'm assuming.
They're
Yeah,
guests.
sure.
They're guests here
They're not.
in your land.
They're not guests. They're allies of the state.
I'm gonna go flirt with the commander that was just being rude.
Are you female?
And androgynous.
Okay.
Yeah, ambiguous.
Okay.
And that's to make him wonder.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
I got it.
Enough for him to probably be like, hey, you know.
Roll a persuasion check for fun.
We're in luck.
It's Pride Month.
Keep it going. I don't care if we rolled over. Yeah.
15.
Look, man. I don't know where you're from, or who you are, but you don't want to start no trouble. That's gonna be bad news.
Well,
for
definitely
you.
not trying to start trouble. I mean, we should steer clear. It's just, I would think that they'd be a little bit more gracious towards their hosts and be a little bit more.
That's why they're beating up their squires. You don't want them to beat you up.
They would beat us up.
Yeah, man.
But we're allies with them.
Yeah, but they're also like warriors, blood hungry, like fighters. Like
I don't see any
they're
Sojit.
occupying army.
I don't see any Sojit militia doing that.
Well, no, they would never do that.
My point exactly.
We take care of our, you know.
Yes, my point exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
make them climb the pole with weights on their hands and stuff.
I'm gonna message.
They make men out of us.
Yeah, they make perfect.
I'm gonna message Tishnan kind of like as this is going on, and I'm walking to the commander, twirling my hair. If you start the fight from that side, I'll start it from this side.
Oh, we're fighting?
We're sowing discontent.
I'll message back. I'll
Ooh.
wait for your signal.
I like this.
I'll continue.
Are
to
you
fight with
in the
commander.
tavern too?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
So like, I'm getting the idea to turn into the squire and just go punch like a random Sojit to like really sow some discontent. Start a bar brawl.
It's not a
between
bad idea at all.
Okay.
Before I was
Because I'm thinking if you're
like,
so
turning
you're-
into the
locals,
squire
alright,
because it'd be
be
funny.
like, and then you start.
So
something
let's
and they
resolve
come
that.
and
I
like,
do want you to do that,
Yeah.
and I do want you to do your part. What do you say to commander to do that? You step back outside, I'm guessing, to cast
Yeah.
a spell, or you go into the bathroom or something like that?
Yeah, I'm gonna
The
go to the
bathroom
bath-
would be
well-
outside, so like you
Yeah.
act like you go pee, and then
Yeah, because I want to come back in from wherever he exited from as
Gotcha.
the squire. Because originally I just thought it would be funny for like once
Are you
Army
walking
left
back?
and then like changed from the squire if I went in as the squire, so that the higher ranking officer would be like, "What the fuck?"
Are
But-
you?
Yeah.
But this is even better.
Are you coming back in as the squire?
Yep, I'm gonna come in as a squire, like fully cocked, and
Okay.
and I'm just gonna find the first like drunk-looking Sojit that I can, and I'm just gonna punch him square in the face.
How far
I'll-
away is our friend outside? I forgot.
he's
over
probably,
by
like,
the
he's probably like
caravan.
2 streets over. Are you dead, friend? Oh, this guy? No,
guy.
no. This
You're dead, friend.
I forgot your
Oh,
character's
you
name,
meant the
Alex.
squire. You're like,
Hozut.
Hozut. Hey, how
Hozut,
far
yeah.
is Hozut?
He only
from us?
says it every sentence. He
I
spits.
know.
Yeah.
I know.
I think Hozut is probably just right outside, leaning up against a wall, like trying to.
With the
He was
oxes, you
waiting by
said?
the caravan in case you needed
Oh,
distraction.
you stayed over there? Okay.
But I mean,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how far that is because I would message him if he's within 120 feet.
I would say
Probably.
after it's been a little while, he might start trending a little bit closer, trying to wonder like
What's going on?
what's going on if
Oh,
you guys are in trouble.
Yeah.
I'll probably walk up to the captain, the officer, and probably start the conversation. I'm sorry to bother you. Did you make that young boy run outside and cry?
Who are you?
Oh,
What do you dress like, by the way? You still have the Sojitian robes on?
yeah, full.
Okay.
But it's still blue.
Okay. And you look like yourself, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll introduce myself as Azul.
Azul?
Yeah. And I'll
Nice.
kind of
Nice with the blue.
reach my hand out.
He doesn't touch your hand.
I didn't.
He's just looking at you.
I'll just. Well, that's rude.
And why is any of that your business?
Oh, because I
I like a bad
Just-
boy.
find a powerful man attractive. Do I have? No
Roll
friends.
roll a persuasion check. Or roll a deception check because
Thank you.
yeah, I was about to say you I don't know.
That's
Do
what he
you
was
wait,
looking
wait,
for.
do you find powerful men attractive?
It depends. Fuck me, man. Come on, dude, get wrecked. That's 9.
We're rolling a lot of charisma-based things here for a lot of nothings.
Yeah.
Oh, you're charisma.
16.
Okay. For deception, right? He looks at you And he's also going to roll an insight check. Oh. He looks at you and he's like, what are you?
Me?
Wait a minute.
An Eladrin.
Who are you?
So I need you to roll a luck check for me. D20. You want a high number?
Okay. I don't add anything to.
It's luck.
It's just
Okay.
luck.
Just
I don't know what that is. That's
You
why
want a
I'm
high number?
15.
Okay. Good. This commander gets really close to your face,
Okay.
and after you said Eladrin, he's like, I've never been with an Eladrin. And then he
Been with the sun touched.
and he looks at you, and he looks at you and he winks.
Are there room? Is there an upstairs? Is there like a room?
There is a room. There are rooms. All right. About this time you come back in.
Okay, I'll real fast. I'm gonna message and be like, we gotta start this fast.
Okay. If that's the signal,
He starts getting real handsy with you.
I'm gonna turn to the as he's walking. I guess like as this is all happening, I'm gonna turn to the person that I was talking to, and I'm gonna say,
Let me.
things seem to be getting a little crazy over there. We might want to leave, or we might start a fight. And whenever I say fight, I'm gonna command.
Okay.
Cast
wait.
command on him.
I love these little tricks.
All right. Here we go.
Dude, that's so good.
Ooh, he rolled an 8 with a +1 to.
That's 14, so
yeah.
he has to fight.
He just has to fight.
That's the
Do
command.
you like point at somebody and say fight?
Yeah, I mean, I would gesture to them
Okay.
like we don't want to
All
fight.
right.
To the like the
All
sun
right.
touched out that are out
yeah.
there.
Badger. What? Because I want your thing to happen. What happens with you?
You are seeing the captain get handsy on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm starting this
So-
conversation with this person over here.
So actually, it makes the most sense if I go for the captain, even though he's going to be way stronger, probably, than a level 1 squire. But anyway, I'm going to, because it makes the most sense with him making me cry.
Yep.
So,
Well, you just did a bunch of push-ups, so you might be a little
Yeah.
bit stronger, you know?
Yeah.
You leveled up.
We leveled up. Can he have my birthday level up?
yeah, so I'm going to go straight for the captain. Well, does everybody know, like, Zoot, everybody knows that, like, shit's about to go down. Right?
Hazoot doesn't.
I don't
We've been
think Hazoot-
communicating.
yeah.
Well, then,
And we probably, unless we communicated as I walked outside and like transformed back into my normal self, we probably don't know that it's you.
We would know. We
I
would
have
know.
detect magic.
But we would
I would
also
know that.
know too, just because like we know he's unconscious.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's
All right.
true.
So what do you do?
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, that's
can
completely
I cast
fair.
message at the same time or no?
You can cast message as you're walking
Okay.
up.
So as I'm walking, I want to tell Hazoot shit's going down. And then I'm already transformed into the squire. I want to walk right up to the captain.
Hazoot is coming.
Well,
to
actually,
watch the shit
not
fall.
the captain. I can't because I need it so discontent. So I'm just going to find the closest.
Well, you know you can punch the captain.
Yeah.
But start a bar brawl.
Yeah, but I'd rather punch like, because if we want the Sojit to be like against the Sun Touch, I feel like it'd be more effective to like piss off their people. So I'm gonna find the biggest, baddest Sojit in the pen and go up and cold cock him out of the blue.
What you do hear from Hazoot in response is, Hazoot is on his way to watch the poop fall.
Okay. Do me a favor. So you walk in, roll an attack roll. Your
Unarmed strikes was just
unarmed
strength.
strike. Yep, and you have advantage. Roll again.
Oh yeah, definitely roll again.
Come on.
Do you have your proficiency
We
to
have-
unarmed strikes
we
or
have-
We have
no?
a 13, a 16, a 17, and an 18.
Okay.
You just have to use your reaction as the thing.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, that ain't bad.
I'm fine with that. I will use my reaction for. Don't hate me. I'm gonna use a 16.
Yeah, take it, man.
That's fine.
All right.
So what's your total?
16 plus your strength.
Oh, plus 1, 17.
How much damage do you do? It's your strength modifier plus 1.
2.
All right, so the biggest, baddest Sojishan, you walk in as this squire, right? This guy who ran out crying, only minutes ago. Comes back in
You're using your other hand to wipe away the tears as you throw the punch.
with complete misplaced aggression. You
Almost
walk
like you're
in,
a different person.
You walk in and sucker punch this giant of a man, Sojishin, that is sitting at the bar minding his own business. As you hit him with everything you have in your force, and it barely moves the rock jaw on this man as you deal the minimal amount of damage you could have done. He stands up from the bar immediately, very slowly, looks at you, screams, grabs a chair, and smashes it into you.
Taking it for the team. You know?
As soon as he smashes it into you, the bar kind of erupts in a wild and vicious brawl as this once lively, entertaining area now it just falls into complete chaos, and that is where we're going to end the episode.
Oh my god! Hozuda's ready to bust through the door with his cape billowing.
I'm ready to watch these people fight. I mean, yeah.
Everyone, thank you so much for joining us for our first session of Needles and Threads. Thank you, Brett, for running this.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm so excited to play again.
Yeah.
We should be running this pretty often, probably once a month pretty soon. So if you guys are interested in checking out those future adventures, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you want to see how this ties into the rest of our main campaign, do check out those videos. I have all of them in a playlist, as well as a bunch of recaps, so you can catch up super fast.
Yeah, every 10 episodes, it's like a 30-minute recap?
No, not
Those are
even.
shorter?
They're like 20 minutes is the longest. A lot of them are like 7 or 10 minutes. So
Cool.
Yeah.
knock yourself out with those. Do check out our sponsor, Tabletop Beard. Get yourself some amazing beard products that are guaranteed to score you some critical hit smites when you wear them. And until next time, go out there and make some chaos. Bye!
Good job, guys.
Thanks, Alex, about those commands.